Is it up? Okay, I think it's up.
Right. Show.
Oh my god, it's almost New Year's. The day after tomorrow is New Year's.
Oh my god.
Happy New Year, I guess.
Happy early New Year.
Yes, happy early New Year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm ending this, I'm ending the year with Project Aiden's Garden. So, introductions. Hello, my name is Hiki.
And yeah, my name's Graden.
We're gonna continue the trial, that's it.
Yes, we are so fucked.
Oh, I wonder what's the deal with Diana now.
Yeah, what happened to you, girly? Oh, hi, Aiai.
Oh my god.
Are
you gonna join us or? Oh, he left.
Oh wait, he left.
I don't know if he's just gonna be on chat or if he's gonna actually join us, but that's... Oh, are you actually gonna join?
Yes.
Oh my god! You're joining! You're alive!
I'm alive!
Okay, I'm moving you because you're covering text. You're covering crucial evidence.
Oh, we're already starting.
Yes, we are starting.
Couldn't have at least waited 10 minutes or something, so me. I have feelings, they're hurt.
Excuse you.
I'm finally alive for once, and I'm still not there in time? So rude.
No, we just started. Like, I literally just click load.
Ah, you literally just started, okay.
Yeah, I literally just started. Don't... How dare you assume? I just realized I forgot to change my keyboard. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I like how my thumbnail art is different, but I'm still just a very silly goober.
Oops, sorry, lol.
It's fine. Literally, man. Everyone has OCs. I'm a random character I made in Hiki's account randomly. He's so really cool though. Oh. That's so cool. I hope everyone understands that while everyone else is doing this, I'm just going to be playing Candy Crush on my computer.
Yeah.
I love Candy Crush so much. It's so fun. Like you guys can be the peggers. I'm going to play Candy Crush.
Oh, cool.
Mic test, is it working?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I had to change my keyboard. I knew I forgot something. Dang it.
Where do I even start, though?
How about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Why I went there?
She got a note.
It was...
I knew it.
Because of a note.
A note?
2 days ago. Someone slid one into my room.
I knew it! That's why we couldn't do free time events with you. Dang it, Diana.
I never got to see who. I just heard a knock. And when I walked over, there was a note under my door.
I don't remember any of this.
Sorry. It was midday-ish, and you weren't there at the time. And I didn't show you the note later because, well, I'll just read you what it said.
Diana, as you are aware, it is our obligation to speak with those whose blackmail we have obtained. After receiving your blackmail and reading the information disclosed in it, I believe a meeting between the two of us is warranted. In 2 days' time, please come to the underground boiler room at 8:45 a.m. Please make sure to arrive promptly and close the door behind you. That is not Wolfgang's signature, is it?
Yeah.
That is not his signature.
Wow, Marchito.
That is... Oh god.
I feel so out of place because I was missing for 3 streams.
It's okay. See, that's not his signature.
Yeah,
I mean his signature is Dr. Scribble, so it's obviously not. I'll see which one it looks the most similar to.
Oh, yeah. So,
Why did this, like,
Okay, it's
What
not
is it?
Damon, it's not Diana,
Not Diana.
How about Eva?
Maybe it's
not Toshiko,
Not
not
Mark.
Mark, not Ulysses.
not related.
He doesn't use that.
He's dead.
Not
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
I love
Desmond
Cassidy.
is bad, but
Desmond's not even the signature.
Eloise, Kai, Grace. We know it's not Grace.
Yeah, but it's
Ingrid.
really similar to Griffin.
Winona, Eva.
I think it's Eva.
I
That
really.
looks like Eva.
Yeah, it does.
It does look like Eva.
It
That's her
does.
signature.
It's
To avoid
fancy.
discords, do not show anyone this letter. Do not approach me about it either. Even in private, there's always the chance someone can hear.
I'm so
Yeah.
sad he's dead. I wouldn't even dare to react to it.
Yeah.
Wolfgang had Diana's blackmail? But didn't he have Jean's?
Hold on a sec.
Someone rude.
If you take a closer look,
Someone fake.
the handwriting on that note, doesn't it resemble the handwriting on Wolfgang's note?
Oh no.
Actually, right. Even though Wolfgang's note has been water damaged, the words I can make out were in the same messy scrawl as Diana's here.
Then someone else was posing as Wolfgang?
The killer, most likely. They must have thought his word was the only one Diana would follow.
Guess it worked, huh?
I didn't want to show this note earlier. Because I was scared of how people would try to twist it. Like saying I faked the note, or that I decided to kill because of it. I thought it would be better to just stay quiet. I know you guys think I'm stupid for agreeing to meet in a place like the boiler room. And I am stupid. I just
No, you're not.
didn't
Diana's
want to
sad arc.
disappoint Wolfgang.
That girl arc.
In case he really did write the note.
Oh wait, oh my gosh, I sent Graden a photo that I took yesterday. I'll send it here also in general, since now we all know what happened. Because I didn't want to spoil, just in case.
Does everyone know?
Yeah, Val said she watched
know.
all of it already, so she knows who's
Okay.
the killer. What? Hold on, I'm just gonna forward it. Forward to... Let's see.
You're so teleported to me.
I'm so good at Candy Crush chat. None of you can see it, but I'm so good at Candy Crush.
Oh my god.
No! I hate the thing.
There, I sent it.
Which was why I left my room around 8:40 a.m. and went downstairs.
Did you catch any strange movement down there?
No, it was just me.
Huh.
I did find the boiler room door hanging open a little bit. But I didn't think much of it. I just went inside and closed the door behind me. Since that's what the note asked me to do.
What did you see inside the boiler room?
The boiler room was really dark. So the first thing I noticed was actually the security camera light. My eyes had to take a few seconds to adjust to everything else. But after that, I finally saw him.
Wolfgang?
Okay.
Oh!
right.
Oh, okay.
That's right!
He's
Oh.
right.
Wolfgang was lying in the water,
He look kind of hot though.
making these
Joking.
weird noises.
He's always been kind of hot, so come on.
Didn't seem like
Bad.
he even noticed me entering the room. Not
How long has he
until
like been there?
Wolfgang?
Oh god.
Hearing his
Dude,
name
what
seemed to
happened?
snap him out of his
Oh,
trance. Because
got
he
hit.
slowly rose to his feet. Wolfgang, are you okay?
I like the echoing they added.
Yeah.
It's
Oh god.
Huh?
Did he went insane?
Believe
no.
it. I
Oh,
really
no.
am. Finally meeting you.
What do you mean?
Oh god.
So,
Please, forgive me. Please forgive me for what I've become.
no.
Are you okay?
Despite how hard I tried, how much I wanted it to be true.
Oh
I could never become you.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
What kind, Lord?
Please,
unfulfilled protagonist are. We will never see what this actually is about.
No, I don't like it.
Diana's just so confused.
Wolfgang has daddy
It's
issues.
okay,
I can't believe
Wolfgang.
it.
True.
Look! There's stairs over here. Come over here and we can get out. I have no idea if he didn't hear me. Or if he was just ignoring me.
Did he
But,
like actually like
Okay.
Is
attack her?
I'll get
what
closer
does
to
it sound
you.
like in the courtroom? And is she just like explaining it, or is she like playing it out?
She's
Like she's
explaining.
pretending to be Wolfgang in front of everyone.
I went over to the ledge of the platform. The part where the fence had a gap. Just take my hand, okay? And I'll pull you out.
What is he like doing?
He slowly
the
stumbled
water.
over.
High.
And he held my hand.
Oh, he got injected with drugs. Some
I
kind of
didn't really
drug,
think I
maybe.
could pull him out.
The
I just
alcohol?
wanted to be there for him.
Oh, that chemically smell of the cereal and alcohol, maybe. I have no idea.
It was the best I could do. Because I
But yeah,
didn't
he's
want to
clearly
enter the
drunk.
water.
There's no way this is him being normal.
Staying on the platform felt so much safer. And I really,
I mean,
really
he
hate
got
that it
hit
did.
like at the back of the neck.
Yeah, it explains that wound.
Yeah, and he probably got drug as well.
His eyes are like dark, very red,
Yeah.
bloody red. That's not normal.
It's okay,
And-
Wolfgang.
Oh,
We'll
Wolfgang.
get through this together. All right? I was looking at him when I said that. I was looking right at him. But somehow,
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
somehow I didn't think to react.
I knew it. I knew it. He was the one with the
such
knife.
a good scream!
I knew he was the one with the knife.
When he reached inside his
Uh-oh.
blazer.
Her arm! Oh no, her arm!
I knew she covered it with makeup.
Bring her back. Bring
Oh,
her.
your mom?
What are you talking
Who's her?
about?
His mom maybe?
I mean, if it is daddy
I tried
issues,
to
then
leave
it's
the
probably the
room.
mom.
But the door was locked. I
Oh
didn't know what to do.
god.
I started looking around for things to defend myself with. And that's when I saw the gun.
The taser gun?
Taser gun.
Did you use it?
I took the taser and I aimed it at Wolfgang and I
Oh.
couldn't do it. I couldn't shoot him. I just backed away from him.
Just aim.
I couldn't understand anything. Why was this happening to me? Why was I being attacked? Why can't I do anything to...
I'm not like you. I'll never
Oh?
be like you. I won't give up until the world knows. I won't give up until everyone knows me as...
What happened?
Oh, geez.
Russian.
All of a sudden,
It's bomb.
everything turned white. Everything in front of me.
Oh
Except
crap, that's
Wolfgang.
scary.
In those few seconds, he became pitch black. And then, so did everything else.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's so
Even
cool
though I
though.
didn't see Wolfgang fall over, I heard it. His body cracking against the pavement and his knife falling into the water. I waited for the gasp of pain, for him to groan or mumble or say something, but there was nothing. There was just me and the silence. That's how it happened.
What the fuck?
That man attacked you?
Oh my goodness, Diana, I'm at a loss for words.
This is getting too much for me, bros. I think I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, apologize to her.
Holy shit. So Diana really did watch Wolfgang die.
She's a crucial piece of evidence now.
Why was he so violent towards her? It's like he became an entirely different person.
He's on drugs.
The word you're looking for is crazy.
He's on drugs. Oh wait, how long have I... Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that within the first few minutes of the... Oh no, it's been 50 minutes. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Despite how hard I tried and how much I wanted it to be true, I could never become you. Why would Wolfgang say those words in that particular moment?
How'd you manage to escape the boiler room after all that? By picking the door's lock.
I knew it!
Bobby fan.
I wasn't even thinking. I just started feeling my way back to the door in the dark. And then, well, my supply bag. I remembered the spare hairpins I always kept inside. So I felt around the bag and dug one out. To be honest, I have no idea how I managed to unlock the door. The whole thing was repeated trial and error. Just minutes of me telling myself that somehow this next attempt will finally work.
Whoa! Actually unlocking the doors. That's like hitting a bullseye blindfolded.
Now we know why it took so long for her to escape.
I realized why it happened. Getting trapped inside, I mean. The door's lock was on the outside. So, someone must have set the lock before I came downstairs. So that when I closed the door, I'd be trapped.
The lock is normally on the inside too. The killer purposely flipped it, then left the door open so you would be the one to close it. As for why the killer locked the door to begin with...
It was to frame Diana, right?
Right. The killer made Diana trap herself inside the boiler room, so they could kill Wolfgang in front of her, and force her to remain by his body. Had their plan worked, Diana would only be able to escape if someone from outside entered the boiler room, by which point, that someone would be stumbling across what looks like a cut-and-dry murder case.
If the tournament folk found Diana, they would have been playing right into the killer's hands.
Speaking of which, Diana, I'm curious to know. Did you unlock the door before or after the tournament attendees arrived downstairs?
It's definitely after.
It sort of happened at the same time. Like, when I opened the door, there were already people walking down the stairs. Obviously, I couldn't stay inside the boiler room. If anyone saw me close to Wolfgang's body, it would look really bad. The hallway was a bit easier to make out in the dark. So I walked over to a wall bordering one of the storage closets and hid behind it and stayed as quiet as possible. I was still bleeding a little from Wolfgang's cut though, and some of that blood ended up dripping onto the floor around me.
It's the blood on the underground floor! It's all coming together!
This was shortly before us tournament goers split up. And you made a run for it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Down the hallway, up the stairs, and then as quietly as possible into my room.
I just want to admire the art. Oh my god. That expression.
That is really good.
Really good.
Since everything was
Really
still
good in the
really
dark as well.
I had to patch myself using the Jozu trinket's protection as my light.
They made this knowing that it's going to be like very super dark.
I realize this is a lot, and I know it's hard to believe without proof.
Simple.
So, if you guys could just give me a second.
Reaching into her makeup bag, Diana pulled out the wipe and began scrubbing at her arm.
I cleared up the blood pretty fast. Luckily for me, the cut wasn't that deep. There's still a chance it may leave a scar, though.
Holy crap!
That's awful!
It's okay. I'll cover it back up again.
Why did Wolfgang attack you for no reason?
Power of makeup.
I wouldn't say it was for no reason.
You're being kind of insensitive, man.
Huh?
The notes.
I didn't mean it like
Wolfgang's
that.
notes.
What I'm trying to say is, Wolfgang's actions may look random from an outsider's perspective, but from his perspective, well, judging by his behavior, it seems like he saw something which shook him to his core.
Like, there was something in the room that Diana didn't see?
That's impossible! It was only me and Wolfgang in the boiler room.
I don't believe Jean meant it in a literal sense.
Wolfgang literally saw something?
He thought he saw something, is my point.
You mean he had been hallucinating?
What did Wolfgang hallucinate for him to turn out the way Diana described?
You'd be surprised by the sort of things our minds can invent. I'm lucky to have never experienced anything myself, but I know some who have hallucinated
I
nasty
think it's time
things.
for you to
Demons and
mention
monsters.
the
Or
blackmail.
the feeling of being
Yeah, it would be a good time to mention that.
If Wolfgang went through something similar,
Yeah.
I can see why he lashed out.
Now, what the heck is going on at sea?
Of course, these hallucinations don't just happen out of the blue. More often than not, they're substance-induced.
Which is his
The
wound.
alcohol.
Substance-induced? Just say Wolfgang took a hallucinogenic.
Hallucinogenics?
One which induced a lot of fatigue, too, judging by the way he lumbered about in Diana's account.
It would explain why Wolfgang mostly stayed in one place.
One place, which happened to be in the water.
Seems very deliberate. I reckon the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious in order to drag him into the water, but knew he would eventually wake up again. So they drugged him with something which would basically make him despondent. As for where the drug came from...
Oh no! Don't tell me the killer robbed...
I knew exploring it was a bad idea.
It? What's this it we're talking about?
The pharmacy, obviously. Why the heck did we think leaving that place open was a good idea? Now someone's stolen an item
This
and
is the alpha
drugged
male.
Wolfgang.
Stop.
Fuck! I
Sorry.
knew our promise was too good to be true. I can't trust any of you guys. And don't say Wolfgang drugged himself. Who wants to be tortured by demons?
Well, stranger people do exist.
That's rich coming from you.
It's just as I predicted. Exploring the pharmacy ended up paving the way for murder. Should I have made more of an attempt to stop people from exploring? Back then, all I did was... he stayed quiet. Then again, nobody would have listened to me. Especially not with Wolfgang in control.
If we know where the perpetrator got their chemicals, I guess our next step is figuring out how they did the drugging.
Agreed. It would help us better understand the timeline of events, and potentially even validate Diana's testimony.
Sounds like you guys can leave this one to me. I'm the kind of person who knows someone back to front the moment I meet them. If you haven't already realized, I've gone and read this killer like an open book.
You're the last person I trust to reach a correct conclusion.
Just you wait!
Give me a moment, give me a moment.
You'll be eating those words.
Banana, give me a moment.
Pinning down how Wolfgang was drugged may validate Diana's testimony. The question is, how did the killer drug him? Oh, okay, what now?
Okay. Let me pull up.
Non-stop debate. Yay!
Odd smell, thin piece of
That's not the
flesh.
physical traffic special Wolfgang.
Sorry.
Wrong.
It's not a pill. So there's odd smell. Smells are a result of a chemical reaction. Sorry, I need to review.
It's
Tiny red
probably the
dot.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the neck, and then they're gonna say something about how they forced him to drink it or something.
It's probably
Yeah,
the next.
like that.
Jab him at that point.
Jab him.
How would the
Yeah.
killer make him swallow a pill? There was no proof they restrained him.
Didn't the killer knock Wolfie out? Maybe that was their way of restraining him.
You can't force an unconscious person to swallow a pill.
What if it was a drug? You don't need to eat.
Like an inhalable substance?
Oh
Yeah, like a powder or something.
No.
The pharmacy does have a large
I think
collection
let's just go with
of
jab.
over-the-counter sedatives.
Yeah.
But there's too many for us to
Alcohol into the
isolate any
neck.
specific one.
Wolfgang's
Yeah,
neck
it's
and
probably
jab.
jab.
Apparently.
I bet the killer
Okay,
took
Mark.
a pill and forced Wolfgang to swallow it.
Nope.
Just
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh, you
Yeah!
did
Consent!
it. Consent.
When Wolfgang's wounds were discussed earlier, it was mentioned he had a tiny red dot below the bruise on his neck. During the investigation, I thought this dot was a scab from a mole or pimple. But knowing Wolfgang was drugged, it's clear to see what it really is. A puncture wound.
Considering the timeline of events, an injection would check out. If Wolfgang got drugged a little after 8:15 a.m. and was already feeling the effects when Diana arrived at 8:45 a.m., then we're dealing with something which entered his bloodstream in under 30 minutes. Any normal pill would have taken, probably an hour to dissolve.
Whilst an injection would be much quicker. I see.
That's probably another reason why the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious. It would have been incredibly difficult to inject him if he was still moving around.
Okay, so next question is that bomb.
Only when they had him right where they wanted. Dazed and unable to fight back, did they plunge the syringe into his neck.
With said syringe being filled with a hallucinogenic.
But if this all happened a few minutes after 8:15 a.m., doesn't that make it impossible to pin a suspect?
What? Why is it impossible?
Because everybody's got an alibi for that time. I mean, Damon and I were in my dorm room, and the other party people...
8:15 a.m. Yeah, I was already in the dining hall with Jet, Mark, and Eva.
Eva
left
got out
Wolfgang's dorm
early
right after the morning
at
announcement and spent
8:05.
the rest of the hours
Yeah.
So
And he
she-
met
It's another
Toshiko in
Sumiki thing.
8:10.
It's another Sumiki thing.
When
Me and
Mona and I
Danganronpa
were in
featured.
our dorm room together.
And me and Eloise were already sitting down in the courtyard.
Toshiko was giving me the medication she grabbed from the pharmacy.
Toshiko.
Toshiko.
I love the pronunciation. So cute.
That's cute.
I stayed in my
Toshiko.
dorm room until 8:40 a.m.
Oh no. If everyone can be accounted for, we really can't discern a suspect.
So, we're back to square one?
Someone here must be lying.
And doesn't plan to stop.
What's screwing us over here? Is there a part of this mystery we're getting wrong? Or could it be we're overlooking something? The bomb! It was ruled out as having no relation to the murder because the wires don't touch the water. But the position of it, the fact it's destroyed, the timing of the blackout. One coincidence is easy to wave off, but when it's coincidence after coincidence after coincidence, then there's something more going on. There's something more to the generator.
If everyone has an alibi for 8:15 a.m., is it possible the killer never actually attacked Wolfie at that time? But his little note said to come by at 8:15 a.m., didn't it?
Ingrid, do you remember what you said when we couldn't figure out who stole Desmond's taser?
To be honest, I'm drawing a blank.
You suggested we switch subjects and discuss Wolfgang's injuries instead, which we did.
Let's go back
As
to
a
the
result,
topic.
we ended up unraveling more about the case than if we had stuck to the original topic. Right now, we're at a dead end. If we can't get any more leads out of this current discussion, then that's a sign to switch our focus.
Switch our focus to what?
I want to take another look at Diana's testimony.
Mine?
Back when you were describing Wolfgang's death, something stuck out to me.
The explosion.
Man, that art.
That's gonna give me nightmares.
The flash of light
Flash
Diana described
explosion.
must have been the generator exploding, with the darkness afterwards being the blackout. Think about the order of events there. In just a few seconds, the boiler room's generator explodes, and Wolfgang falls over dead. Doesn't it sound like the two are correlated?
Oi, didn't we go over this already? We did. The generator has nothing to do with Wolfgang's death. Its wires weren't touching the water.
But the cable.
The cables. There was
weapon is the
another
taser gun.
piece that was connecting the two.
Diana said she never used the taser, though.
She's lying!
Toshiko, no.
What?
Ah.
That's not true! I never fired the gun!
It's all good.
I mean,
I believe you. Sure, nobody can dispute the gun was fired. What can be disputed, though, is when it got fired. I wouldn't be surprised if the killer fired that gun way in advance. Like, sometime before Wolfgang arrived downstairs and left it in the boiler.
that's one, thank you.
how does it taste like when it's like the taser is like connected to the cable?
Oh
Like-
yeah! Some sort of contraption.
Before we grab it. Yeah.
What? So the taser gun isn't the murder weapon?
It's part of the murder weapon.
If Wolfgang wasn't killed with the taser gun or the generator, what other options are we left with?
The taser gun is the
The
only option which makes
cable.
sense. The murder weapon can't be
Damon,
anything
say something,
else.
please. The true murder weapon. Is it possible there's a third source of electricity?
And anyway, the only proof Diana never shot the taser is her own word.
Wait, Ava.
Ava?
No.
What do you mean?
All the evidence supporting your version of events is circumstantial.
Eva, what? No!
The note you showed us? That
That's
could
a
be a fake
roommate.
alibi you made for yourself. The fact that it has the same handwriting as Wolfgang's is already suspicious.
Hey, I have an argument. The eyes aren't hearts. The dot and the I aren't hearts.
Yeah.
Just me, the same person tricked them?
If you
And
honestly
the
believe Diana
handwriting
didn't write it,
is
then maybe.
it's
More cursive.
It's written, yeah,
But do you see what I'm
elegantly as
saying?
well.
There's no proof Diana never wrote the notes. There's only her word to go by. Because if she did write them, everything about her entering the boiler room at 8:45 a.m. and being locked inside could be a total lie.
I get what you're saying. But if we run with the idea that Diana was the one waiting for Wolfgang all the way back at 8:15 a.m., then we're stuck with the issue we had last time. Why did Diana wait over an hour to kill him?
Exactly.
That's also circumstantial. None of us know what really went on between those two in an hour. Ruling someone out because they took a long time to murder is stupid.
Without context? Sure, I'd say the same. But since the boiler room is unlocked, anyone can enter. If Diana knocked Wolfgang out, then she took over an hour to kill him with that info in mind.
Okay, but who would enter? No one wants to make a detour down some gross, freaky-looking basement. The boiler room is probably the most covert
you.
You.
We established that in the
That's how
first
we
free
saw
time
you.
event. We were together in the boiler room hallway in the first free time
Yeah.
event because you
And he was
said the
suspended
same
as well.
thing. It was
Yeah.
covert place. Her words do make sense. After all, I chose Matozu in the boiler room for that very same reason.
Diana claims she didn't write the notes, and she claims she didn't shoot the gun, but where's the hard proof she didn't do any of these things?
The answer lies in what destroyed the generator.
What?
Didn't we already talk about that?
All you guys did was discuss theories, never anything concrete. Settling for a theory isn't good enough when our lives are on the line. In the same way Ava can't rule out Diana's involvement in the case, we can't rule out the generators.
So we have to figure out what destroyed the generator? What should we do? Just throw out ideas?
No, we have evidence.
It's what we've been
Yeah.
doing this whole time.
Oakley dokley.
We have,
Let's put our thinking
3
hats on.
evidence,
If we
I
work
think.
together, we'll
Yes,
unravel
3.
this mystery for sure.
Yeah.
The odd smell,
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
shrapnel, and the cable.
Ready?
Mhm.
On your
it.
marks,
And
get set,
possibly a taser as well.
go!
Not debate. Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, thank you, Cassidy.
Okay.
I love debating.
I think it's either the shrapnel or the odd smell.
Why did the generator blow up?
Could have just been an electrical fault.
No.
No.
So, a coincidence?
No.
Is this the best situation? To be waving stuff off as a coincidence?
Did the killer throw something at the generator?
Possibly.
That made it explode?
Possibly.
Perhaps
Maybe.
it's the fault of the taser gun?
No.
The electrical
No.
discharge it released might have connected with the generator and created an
maybe
overabundance
not.
of
That
energy.
doesn't make sense. We're already
Caused
debating that
everything
it's
in
not the
circuit
taser
to
gun.
stop.
Nope.
Probably. There's no proof anything besides the taser was involved.
Besides the
In that
taser.
case,
The shrapnel.
generator blew
Shrapnel.
After Wolfie got shot with the taser.
Okay.
Such a dastardly taser, leaving so many victims in its wake.
Oh, whoa, it lagged. So it's besides the taser and the shrapnel.
Yeah.
Wait, let me double check just to be sure, cause like I'm running low on lives.
Yeah, sure. Check your truth bullets.
Shrapnel, and
Chunks of unidentified material were floating in the water near the
I mean, yeah. There's no proof anything besides the taser was used, and that's literally proof that something besides the taser was used.
Okay,
Could have just been.
so shrapnel on.
it's shrapnel.
Because it's obviously not the other one.
It's not the odd smell because that's way too ahead.
the generator? Made it explode? Perhaps it's the fault of the taser gun?
Sorry, Ulysses, we're gonna. No, not you.
No. Eva.
I
on
love the
Eva.
different voices.
On Eva.
Yeah, it's Eva. We're gonna wait.
There's no I thought you were going to
No, that's wrong.
I'm getting better with
No,
my
it was
aim
going.
now.
Nay.
Unfortunately, Ava, I have to disagree. You say nothing but the taser could have been involved in the murder. But there's one possibility you didn't consider. The shrapnel in the water.
Do you mean those bits of red metal which were floating around?
Right. The ones that look like the aftermath of an explosion.
Wait, what if the red parts are rust? If I recall something I've seen online, something like some sort of chemical reaction with the rust could spark a flame. It was like,
But we're talking about electricity though. What would the flame have to do with that?
I don't know, it might have triggered also something with the cable as well, because remember, it burnt off.
Due to their proximity to the
Yeah,
generator.
just continue.
It's safe to
It'll be
assume the
explained.
two are connected.
Can't that just be debris left by the generator?
No.
Except this debris is a completely different color. It lacks the rust the generator has accumulated. We're obviously looking at the remnants of something else. Which means an object we haven't yet identified was caught in the explosion.
A
The
serial
building near
bar
it was
okay,
another
I'll
out-of-place
stop now.
item. Extension cord.
This is it.
Yes.
In the water was also an extension cord, half of which had been burnt away.
Huh? Did the cord get caught in the explosion?
Seems that cord has the misfortune of floating around the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, it was in the storage room.
From what I saw in my investigation, the building's
It was
extension cord supply
planned.
seems to be kept inside storage closet D. So in a way, yeah, it was definitely in the wrong place.
Storage closet D,
placed in the
huh?
wrong place.
It was hard to make out much of it in the dark. And after the power came on, Kai came screaming for us to leave our closets. But I do recall seeing some extension cords peeking out from behind the shelf.
Since we already know the killer raided one storage closet, anyone else willing to bet they raided this one too?
The hell did they need an extension cord for?
Probably something involving the
For
generator,
explosion.
given its proximity to the cord.
Same thing with the red bits. Even though we don't know what they are.
Right, the red shrapnel. It definitely isn't debris left by the generator, so what exactly is it? So far, nothing in the boiler room can be directly tied to the shrapnel, at least not any of the clues that have already been discussed in this trial. If I were to flip my thinking and consider the clues we haven't discussed yet, there's no proof what I have in mind is related to the shrapnel, but when all other options are ruled out, I can only turn towards the one that hasn't. The one thing the mysterious shrapnel might be related to. It's the odd smell. There we go.
This is it.
A wine bottle.
Hold that thought. We may be able to identify the shrapnel using context clues. During the investigation, there was a strange smell permeating the boiler room. It took me a moment to notice, but when I did, well, the best way to describe the scent would be if you mix
So
cereal
that's like
and
your
alcohol
a serial
together.
image over there.
Cereal and alcohol? Talk about specific.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis a sign a chemical reaction was at play.
Wait, you recognize the smell?
Chemical reactions can produce some pretty pungent odors. Usually something to the tune of alcohol mixed with cereal, or fruits, or eggs. I noticed the smell going into the investigation, but it had completely slipped my mind until now.
Could it be a chemical reaction was caused by the taser?
The gun never touched the water.
No.
There's no reason for it to be the source of the smell.
Plus, it would just smell like something was burning or cooking.
What about the generator?
Considering the state of it, that generator would smell more burnt than anything else.
If the chemical reaction can't be explained by what we already know, like the generator or the taser gun, we need to consider the possibility that the explanation is the one piece of evidence still evading us, the shrapnel.
Can someone translate this into less complicated talk?
It was just a long-winded way of saying he's using process of elimination.
I know it sounds like a stretch, but if you follow this line of reasoning, a lot more questions start getting answered. Think about it. If the smell and shrapnel are linked, then whatever object the shrapnel belongs to must contain chemicals.
That still doesn't narrow it down.
So we're looking for a metal object, which is also packed with chemicals?
I think.
It could be the secret. Something related to the secret of life and death, maybe.
Surely something like that would be kept inside the pharmacy.
But we found nothing like of it.
Looking at my notes... When we originally visited the pharmacy, I recorded everything I saw. A bright red metal object would have definitely caught my eye, but I don't see one written here.
I got lots of metallic objects in my dorm room, but nothing chemical. Just big old slabs of metal.
What if it's the Tozu plushie? It's red! There's red!
Is it hard? Or... Is it sharp?
The Tozu Fumo is actually evil.
Big old slabs of metal. Why does that sound so familiar? Hold on, that's right. What Ingrid said just now is similar to what she said the night everyone began bunking together. I guess this would explain the rooms were also fancy tools and metals. At the time, people were talking about their dorm rooms being themed around their talents. Could the shrapnel actually be remnants of the unique device that guy boasted about having in his room? Oh! Is it like car fuel? The only way to know for sure is to put you on the spot. Jet!
Oh.
It has to be you!
Car fuel
Jet,
and gasoline.
I need to ask
and
you
it's
something.
normally in red containers.
What's up?
Can you tell me what's inside your dorm room?
Like, a full-on list?
Whatever works.
Sure thing. I got a pretty gnarly collection of parts and accessories. Blind spot mirrors, lithium batteries, wheels, spare brakes, you name it. Oh! I even have the legendary mantle from the 1984's Grand Prix winning speedster.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Cool. So, why'd you want to know?
They used it.
Unless... Wait, I'm not being suspected, am I?
No. You already have an alibi.
No. Don't try to roll me into this, bro.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Calm down.
Calm down, bro. Chill, bro.
You're fine. Calm down.
You have an alibi. The only reason I ask
Like
because
it.
that mysterious red shrapnel may be the remnants of one of your lithium batteries.
Time to search up what that looks like. Lithium-ion battery.
What else would it look like?
Oh, okay, so it can be any color on the coating. Oh, found the red ones.
What?
I see. A lithium battery might explain the smell in the air.
And lithium? That's an explosive substance. If it made contact with water, gosh, you'd be left with a mess and a half.
Alright, now what's the cable for?
Wouldn't someone have heard an explosion though?
I did.
For
Really?
like a safe
During the tournament,
connector.
right before we lost power.
Oi, that's right. There was a burn.
Wait! I remember hearing it too.
I initially assumed the generator made the noise somehow. But if Jet's car batteries contain an explosive substance...
Hey, Jet, were your batteries bright red at all?
Maybe?
You don't know for sure?
I never took the batteries out of their packaging. The packaging isn't red, I can tell you that, but the actual batteries? Yeah, I got nothing.
So it can't be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Pretty much.
Well, what's the reaction time of a lithium battery?
The reaction time?
When a lithium battery hits the water, how long does it take to combust? I think once we know that, we can decide whether or not the battery is relevant to the case.
A lithium battery would be an almost instantaneous reaction, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe that's the reason why the cable was there to begin with, so that when it goes boom at the perfect moment.
Lithium isn't a metal I've worked with, but it got beat into my head never to mix it with substances it doesn't like. All that electricity, the battery would have let out when it hit the water. It must have went straight into poor Wolfie.
There's warning labels on the battery for a reason.
Okay. If the reaction is instantaneous, then the battery would have entered the water only seconds before the generator exploded. That's really weird.
Is it?
According to Diana's testimony, when the explosion happened, she was still holding the taser gun. In which case, who threw the battery into the water?
Huh?
Huh. Good point.
Now we gotta talk about the cable.
We can rule out Wolfgang,
Yeah.
since the Blackens can only be a student who kills another student. And Diana.
It was only Diana and Wolfgang in the boiler room. So unless Diana herself was the one to throw the battery, then the battery can't play a part in the murder.
I didn't throw the battery. I promise.
The shrapnel and the generator are too close for comfort. They must be correlated. I'll admit that Diana throwing the battery is a possibility, but that's all it is, a possibility. There may still be another way for the battery to enter the water, and until I've ruled that out, I won't solve for a culprit just yet. Okay, we got to take out the cable now.
Stop debate! I love debating.
Extension cord. Close enough.
Batteries related to the
Same
case.
thing.
I ran out
Only
of lives
Diana
in
could
Candy
have
Crush, so
thrown
I'm
it in the
focusing on the
water.
case again.
But my arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere. So it must have been submerged
Okay, it's
another
probably
way.
couldn't have fallen.
Let's listen to
Perhaps
everything.
Something akin to what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is there a taser gun?
Maybe it's a red herring.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water a few inches from the generator.
Wait, what?
Not the hardest shot to make.
So it's either a few inches. I mean, there's only two, so.
I think I'll refute Toshiko first. I feel like
hold on.
Toshiko's makes
Do
sense.
you,
Wait, let me double check stream. See, this is the advantage. I can replay it. Haha.
Or do you want me to like to
Don't say anything yet.
Okay. I'm gonna just look at
So we know for sure it's the extension cord. I need to check their wording.
Can you check what the truth bullets are?
It's everything we discussed, but by process of elimination, the only thing we haven't discussed is this extension cord, and we have to talk about that.
Can you check? But how would no wait? That doesn't make sense. If it's the extension cord, the battery would be wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Or something.
I guess
that wouldn't make
so.
sense. Yeah, but like if it's wrapped around it, how can you make it fall?
Wait. Couldn't have fallen.
okay.
It's either couldn't have fallen or few inches.
No. Maybe like it was with the extension cord, but it was on something else.
That person considers impossible.
That's
What that
true.
person considers impossible. Okay, so it's Toshiko.
If the battery is related to the case,
No, that's wrong.
But that is a different truth.
Can you check? Can you see the truth bullets again?
I
Okay,
can't check when it's dialogue.
Okay, it's generator. It's generator, not extension cord. It's generator, not extension cord. It's basically the same thing. So if it's not the extension cord, it's the
Diana
generator.
could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm had been
One
cut.
more lie.
The battery.
Neo back.
Couldn't have fallen.
No,
Okay, yeah. You just had the wrong
Thing.
I forgot the word. You just had the wrong truth bullet.
Yeah, but the thought was there.
No. The
Somewhere.
battery might actually have fallen from the generator.
With the help of the extension cord.
Okay. Yeah.
What makes you say that?
The shrapnel's position in front of the generator suggests there's a
This is a really long class trial.
And then it's gonna get longer from here.
I'm so excited!
It's
I love long
Diana threw
trials.
the battery at the generator. Not only is the boiler room difficult to see in, the generator is positioned far enough from the concrete platform that Diana, with her wounded arm, will need to stand on the platform's edge to make the shot, which would
Which is
obviously put her in
impossible.
danger of being attacked by Wolfgang again.
Yeah. Wolfgang was really close. He could reach
Yeah,
over to
he's
me
tall.
if he wanted.
If the battery hadn't been thrown, the only other possibility is that it fell down into the water.
And maybe the extension cord was like a weight.
And considering the layout of the boiler room, what else could the battery fall off of? Except the generator.
Are you saying the battery was sitting on top of the generator?
Not on top, but maybe.
Extension cord.
Okay, not on top. What position was the battery in? Suspended? Teetering or
Suspended.
Suspended.
Leaning doesn't make sense. Teetering it's like it's falling, so it's gotta be suspended.
The battery may have been suspended over the generator.
Suspended.
The battery may have been suspended,
Over.
and it was suspended by the suspension cord.
And
It's a
extension
suspension cord, right? I
cord.
forgot what the
Finally
term
bring
was.
this up again.
The killer
So I call it the
tied
suspension cord, the extension cord. I mean.
Suspension cord.
and slung the battery over the generator.
Well,
Inside
I
the
mean,
battery of the
that
generator.
is what is being used for.
If the cord and battery were tied together
Cord and the
at
battery
the time
were
of the
tied together.
generator's explosion, it would explain why half of the cord had been burned away.
Hey, when am I gonna get healed? Because
Yeah, that
I
makes
know
sense.
in Danganronpa games, like after a certain point, you'll get healed. Why am I not getting healed?
Oh, I just noticed. Every single one of us got a TFP check on this card.
Huh? What?
Very neat. We all changed TFP since the last time we did it here.
Oh yeah.
At least together.
The more you explain it, the more
Not that
unbelievable
anyone
it
else can see
sounds.
it. It's just a thing to find out.
What if that's the point? Maybe the killer chose a crazy method because no one would believe it.
I don't see how weaving a cord into the mix is any more beneficial than leaving it out. If anything, the cord adds extra weight.
Which would be especially inconvenient for Diana, because her arm was bleeding.
Right. It wouldn't benefit Diana to hold the cord, so what if she didn't? Something else may have been supporting
Something
the
else was
cord
holding.
instead.
Something like the generator.
Something like.
What's holding the
Object.
I got it.
Wolfgang was holding the cord.
Throughout this trial, we've assumed the killer held the battery in
his
some
long
form
ass
or another.
arms.
If the battery was on its own, the killer tossed it in. If the battery was wrapped with a cord, the killer held the other end of the cord.
Hold on. I just realized something. I remembered where Eva sat. She was near the vent.
Oh.
So if she was holding the
The
cord,
reclining chair.
He was holding it from the vent.
The reclining chair.
Oh,
it's her.
It's Kiki. Let me hold your hand.
Oh my
Let me
god,
hold your hand.
Oh my hand.
But in the same way something else can hold the battery, can't something else also hold the cord?
Oh my god. I hate this realization. I thought
The
way too
unmolested.
far ahead.
That's what we
Let me
got.
hold your hand. And I did it.
I want to be wrong.
Are you talking about something
But it
which
makes
would
too much
keep the cord in
sense.
place?
Something to keep the cord in place. I imagine the cord in.
The vent.
It's the vent.
If vent is an option, we're doomed.
It's the vent.
It's connected to the dining
Oh
hall.
The killer.
Killer tried to cord to death.
What vent?
The one above the generator.
The amount.
It connects the boiler room and the dining hall.
Plus, only like 2 people know where know that the vent exists.
And we already know it's not Damon.
It's because
Sure,
remember
sunlight
we
shining
sat
into
on top
the
of
boiler.
Eva during the
That's where the
prologue.
vent is.
So unless someone else found out it exists, only the 2 of us understand that it's there.
The vent itself is set a bit far back into the wall. So, you probably assumed the spot was a small window or
Look,
something.
he's the only one who knows where it leads to.
Hold on. Eva is also the only one who knows about. Is the only other person who knew about Wolfgang's blackmail.
Yeah,
If the boiler
that's
room and the
it.
dining hall are
And she
separated by
knows,
one vent,
and she knows.
does
That's
this make the wallpaper
that's how she
thin,
got the
or-
kiss again. And
There's 2 vents. The boiler room vent and the dining hall vent. Both are connected via a small ventilation shaft. I was able to get a close look at the boiler room vent after Ava and I woke up, which is why I know these details.
How
So
close
we told
is
Ava, so
close
she
for
knows these
someone under
details too.
6 foot?
Ava helped me reach the vent,
Bye.
letting me
Short.
sit on her shoulders.
Quite the visual.
Yeah, and we got the blessing to see it. Don't
Thank
rub
you.
it in.
Anyway,
He's so cute,
the
man.
killer tied one end of the cord to the vent, and the other end around the battery. They could suspend the battery over the generator.
Something like that would result in an explosion.
What do you mean?
You say the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end to the battery. However, indoor extension cords are much longer than regular cords. They can be upwards of 9 or more meters in length, as opposed to the average cord's 2 meters.
Also, we have to consider timing. It would be hard to manipulate the timing if it's just tied to the vent, so I think Eva just held onto it. And then dropped it.
I mean, if it's really long, if it's wrapped around the battery, it wouldn't be that long, would it?
If the killer wanted to
Like,
tie
if
the
most of it
battery
was
to the
wrapped around the
cord of
battery
vent,
so that it could
he
suspend
would
it,
be tying it
it
to
would be
something which is
shorter than it's
already
supposed to be.
submerged in water.
I see. It is an impossible setup.
Not necessarily. The killer can have greatly reduced the length by doing that.
Yeah, wrapping it around the battery.
Wrapping it around the battery.
And then
Tying the
tying
cord
around Wolfgang.
Got it.
Just blame everything on Wolfgang.
The extension cord is pretty thin and flimsy.
Oh dang, that's big.
If the killer wanted the battery to be secure,
Whose hand is that?
they need to wrap a
Is it-
lot of cord around
Is it
it.
Damon?
I think that's his statement.
Yeah, I think that's Damon.
Yeah, it has his top.
Demonstration.
It has its top.
Which is a good thing, because this spare
Da-da-da.
cord is what the battery will be
Picture.
suspended by.
That looks so
long as
cool.
the spare cord
Ah,
isn't
so
too
if you
long,
push the vent, it
the
falls
battery will
down.
sit safely above the water.
Okay.
So much effort.
I
mean, if you're gonna kill someone,
How do you
who is
even
smart
lose the
Yes,
battery into
dramatic.
the water under those circumstances?
How? Simple. By adjusting the cord's position. All the killer would need to utilize is a certain aspect of the boiler room.
The vent, again.
This is it.
When you have to point that out, what else
Like
do
I
you have
mentioned
used?
earlier,
Vent again.
I gave the vent a close look after originally waking up in the boiler room. Part of my inspection included opening the vent to get a better look at the other
That's
side.
the only thing you
The
could do.
vent
What else could you do?
Can be opened?
Not all the way, but far enough for the vent to cause a domino effect if then closed. In our case, a domino effect involving the extension cord tied to it. If we assume the vent must be open for the battery to remain a safe distance above the water, we end up with a pulley system. To prevent the battery from entering the water, the vent is literally pulling the entire cord backwards. Ergo, it's not just the killer's own measurements keeping the battery in place, but the vent itself.
This is such a complicated setup.
Have
But like,
you
of
opened
course,
one of
it's a
these
banger
vents
up
before?
again.
I can tell you how tough they are to move.
At least it's more complicated than 11037. Wrapping my fingers around the creeper.
This is so crazy for chapter 1. I wonder how they're gonna make it
A
match up
lightweight battery
with the other
definitely
chapters.
isn't
I
heavy enough
know.
to pull one shut.
Like, this
It takes
feels
an
like a
actual
chapter
person
4
to
case,
close one,
but it's actually just a chapter 1 case. Crazy.
Yeah.
which is great for the killer, because it means they get to maintain full control over when the battery enters the water. If they close the vent, the cord should slide forward and submerge the battery into the water. When that happens, the boiler room water becomes electrified by the battery's components.
Hold on, Eva wasn't in the CG when Damon and Kai were playing. She could have just crouched
she's
down
at the
and push it.
back.
Oh my gosh.
Which
Or-
in turn causes
or-
electricity to pass
or
directly
she
into
just,
the
like,
body of Wolfgang,
Kicked it lightly.
who was standing in the water.
No, she would have to reach
Exactly
over.
which
Remember,
vent
there's
is
like
the
a
cord
little.
being tied to?
There's like a little passageway between.
The boiler room vent.
Oh yeah.
Funny, earlier, you said there's a small vent shaft connecting the boiler room vent to the dining room.
Yeah, but he just said there's a domino effect. If you push one, it
Assuming
pushes the
killer
other.
is operating this trap from outside the boiler room. Since we know
He
there
made
are
this
only
point
ever
earlier.
2 people in, how would they even be able to reach the boiler room vent? Like you said, there's a separate vent in front of it.
Huh, she has a
He
point.
mentioned this earlier! He said there was a domino effect!
I'm assuming the cord tied to the boiler room vent. But if it's considered the ventilation shaft. comes on seek. You have to reach down that shaft first. Not just that, I never tested to see if the boiler room vent can open inwards. I only got it to open outwards.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes more sense if it's inward. Okay, something else then.
Check the vent on the opposite side of the shaft.
This could only mean one thing. The killer never tied the cord to the boiler room vent. They tied the cord to the dining hall vent.
That just creates the same problem as before. But reversed, instead of the dining hall vent making it hard to close the boiler room vent, it's the boiler room vent making it hard to reach the dining hall vent.
While the vents may seem like an obstruction, especially since they can't be opened all the way,
It would sound so old.
There's a very easy workaround. All the killer needs to do is fit the extension cord between the grates of the boiler room vent.
Oh yeah, the grates. You mentioned something about them earlier. Right. When you described opening the boiler room vent.
Then
it fits his
fingers.
fingers.
Between the grates. There's no damn way you can't fit a cord.
Exactly. After which, you can slide the cord through the ventilation shaft and out the opposite end for the killer to then go and tie to the...
Actually... Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Can I review the controls? Thank you.
What is it now?
There's something
Whoa,
I
we're
still
gonna
don't
cut.
understand about your theory. It's to do with the
No.
logistics of the cord.
The logistics?
What logistics?
Its size.
We're back to
We just
discussing
talked about
this
this,
again.
didn't
Never mind, I'll find a way to combat his argument just like I've done countless times already. Sorry, I need to review the controls.
Red Battle Showdown! Oh, I like that animation.
Sorry, let
I
me...
understand the boiler room vent can be
Fire.
opened.
WSD, slide, cycle.
Wait, can you see what your truth swords are? Are they the same as the truth bullets, or are they like slightly different?
Maybe not all the way,
Okay.
but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me, however, is that the boiler room vent was closed during the investigation.
Hey, there was a yellow
flag
flag.
Closed during the murder.
No, I'm listening to it first. Also, I cannot
see a problem
me.
here. The killer doesn't even need to open that vent, because they could simply slide the cord between the grates.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer
It's
fit
an
both
extension
those
cord.
plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it.
Hold on. Let me check the... So I got extension cord.
Like an extension cord, that's the only one that has to do with it. There's no no internal plug. No internal plug.
Okay, got it.
That is my issue.
Okay, let's do that again. This argument again, it's not so good.
Indoor
There wasn't for one
extension
bit of
cords may be thin,
The extension cord didn't have a
either
plug.
side of them aren't.
I'll cut through those words.
Good thing I decided to be patient.
If you insert the cord through the boiler room vent first, it's possible to fit the cord through. You just need to start with the internal plug. The cords in
Wait, what's
storage
missing?
closet D have a slim internal end. This can easily be slid through the gaps in the vent. Once the killer ties the cord around the dining hall vent, presumably with a knot, the cord won't be at risk of sliding back out either.
I see. When put like that, whether or not the boiler room vent was closed isn't really relevant.
I like how these one-on-one arguments, they're not stupid, they're genuine questions.
Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense why he asked, and also he didn't know about it.
How'd you figure all this out from some shrapnel and an extension cord? This is...
Yeah, I know, right, Kai?
Crazy.
Yeah, we're all crazy.
Like,
the same
we
time,
have
what
a
he's
very
describing
complicated
sounds
group
plausible.
work device, and all we had, and we got that from hey, what was the shrapnel on the floor? And left this. Crazy. The killer was still so flabbergasted. They had this whole complicated scheme, and it was figured
It's no
out in
surprise the machine
5
ended up
minutes.
the way it did.
Actually, it has been 1 hour.
Sorry, they figured it out in an hour. Wait, how long are these class trials actually?
5 for chapter 1. 5 hours.
No, I mean like in a general sense. Like in the games. Is it like an hour? Is there like no time limit? Are they just here for like a really long time?
Oh, are you talking? Oh, it's based on whether how bored Tozu is.
Ah, okay.
I thought you watched
So
the streams.
if Tozu's entertained and they're making progress, the class trials is gonna keep continuing.
Yeah, when he's bored, that's when it ends.
Fortunately for Diana, she was safe by virtue of remaining on the platform. I imagine that was also the killer's intention.
I think Tozu is in the back and just like, oh my god, that is so smart. No wonder why you're all ultimates.
I really like how Tozu's right behind Damon. It's really cool.
Yeah.
They must have known.
It means I get to look at Tozu every time I look at him.
So.
Wait, did he change poses? I feel
they
like
hoped his
he changed
behavior would scare
poses.
Diana off from entering the water.
I think he did. I don't. Not sure he did.
Although, even if Diana
I'm busy staring at
did
Tozu
die,
to start name.
the moment people realized only she and Wolfgang entered the boiler room, they probably call the whole thing a murder gone wrong.
Well, all of this certainly changes things.
Huh?
If the killer is someone who needed access to the vent and needed to be operating from the dining hall,
who attended the game tournament.
then
Which
everyone
at
who
this
attended the
point we know is
tournament is a
Eva.
suspect.
It's a suspect.
And guess
So,
what?
Who wasn't there? Bam, bam, bam.
And guess what, Eva?
Oh, she's worried now. She's worried. And it's her.
Let me open it up. Guess
You're
what,
right.
Eva? I have
Spooky.
something. In case you
I'm sussy now.
are about...
The game tournament Evelyn.
Look at that.
Ivy,
Eva?
Jet, Cassidy, Jade, and Grace. The first match missing myself and Kai.
Who
He's not
wasn't
there.
participating?
Ooh, spooky.
Eva.
Eva, where are you?
She
I'm
is
so
there
sad.
as
If it actually is there, we're cool.
It's so funny how it's like both of your
Both
favorite
of
characters.
my favorites dead in a single chapter. This is crazy.
Bro, I'm
Damn
so
it, how
sorry
did I
for
not
you.
What am I supposed to do with myself now? If Toshiko dies next chapter, I'm going to
No,
explode.
she won't. She's a kid.
The
no one
fact
would
that
I
trust
believe
her.
in her.
Given access to vent means they must have
At
been
least
in the
survive
dining
till
hall at the
chapter
time of
3.
Wolfgang's
At
murder.
least.
We can reduce it down to 8 people. Damon, Kai, Grace,
Damon, Kai,
Eva,
Grace, Eva,
Cassidy,
Cassidy,
Jed, Mark, and...
But everyone was there except for
We can
Actually, Eva wasn't there.
can we like we can remove Damon and Kai because they woke up at 8:30. They don't have time to set up. They were
Yeah,
together.
they came
We
up
can
together.
disregard Jean and Jean and Grace because they were together as well. That only leaves to the 4 who planned it.
It was probably Cassidy. She set the whole thing up.
Excuse you.
Hey, I was only trying to.
Girl, hold on.
It wasn't me. I was playing a game with Damon when the lights went out.
I.
And it's not Damon because we're the protagonist.
Me too.
What were you doing?
You never touched my equipment.
I meant I was watching Kai and Damon play.
No, you weren't. You weren't there in the CG.
Huh.
You weren't there in the CG.
I was spectating as well.
You were playing on your own console.
Yeah, you were playing on your own console.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
Me 3.
Yeah.
And Cass 2, I think.
Cassidy was on it.
I
Yeah.
was too focused
She
on
was
the game to remember
helping
who was or wasn't there.
Damon
If everyone's telling the truth,
in a
then
game.
all 8 of y'all were crowded
No,
around the
stop
same
it.
spot.
Near the right wall where the TV was set up. It's also the furthest wall from the vent.
Seems like someone is lying again.
It's the ultimate liar. I'm sorry, Eva. It was you.
I'm so
Determine who flipped the vent.
sorry.
I could deduce it by determining directly before the problem is. I myself and I never got a good look at people. Never got a good look. Wait, is that it? Well, I never got a. I can still detect the if they were me from whether or not I heard them. Think, Damon, think. Who and what did I hear back then? It was you.
You did not
The
hear
only person I never
Eva.
heard was you. It's Eva.
Eva.
You weren't in the CG.
It has to be you!
We were
Eva, I'm so
besties.
sorry.
We were besties. We were together when everyone was against us.
Bestie.
Now we must say goodbye.
The killer is Ava.
Doom couple. Doom friendship. Doom everything.
Eva's the only one whose position I can't account
No
for.
more Yuri. No more
Mark was missing a
autism.
track at the time Kai and I
Just
were playing
dead.
the game. So I know
Both
he
of
must
my
have been
goobers are
stationed at his
dead. I can't believe this.
And everyone else? I remember hearing their voices over the sound of the game. Everyone. Except Ava. In fact, last I saw her, she was standing in the corner of the room with the vent.
That's what I realized several minutes ago.
So Ava flipped the vent?
Oh man! And the reason no one heard it is because the music was too loud!
Don't blame
Thank you,
me.
Damon.
I was just doing what I was told.
No one's blaming you. We're all in on Eva.
Care to contribute anything, Eva?
I didn't flip the vent.
Done. That's it?
Counter argument.
Strong defense.
There's no hard proof. There's no concrete proof.
Well, Damon says you did.
I'm sorry that we're gonna be against you. I love you.
Damon says
but
a lot of things.
That's true, but am I
Oh
wrong?
no!
Oh my god, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Aren't technically wrong. I don't think that counts as an
Oh
argument.
no, we're gonna have to fight her one-on-one.
Oh no.
And not with crossplay, and not rebuttal
His
showdown.
theory is full of plot holes. He just refuses to point them out.
Nuh-uh.
We come this far.
The cord.
What?
In retrospect, you were so quick to accuse me that you overlooked a huge problem with the cord. If I'm the killer, how did I dispose of it?
Simple.
You got up early, set up the whole thing up, and then just let it got explode with the thing.
Trick question. You left the cord tied to the vent.
What then? It unraveled by itself and fell into the water?
Yeah.
It exploded.
You got me there.
Okay, how? How did Eva get rid of the cord? I'm sure it's possible if she knew how to untie it at the right time. When did Eva
Right
untie the
time.
cord?
Like, during a blackout.
During.
I got it.
I'm on one life right now.
Plus, nobody would be able to spot you untying the cord if it was in a blackout.
She tied the knot during a blackout?
Being the one who set
Wait,
up the
it's really
trap, Ava could have easily practiced untying the knot in advance. Or she just made it a really simple knot. Either way, it wouldn't be any more difficult than untying your shoelaces with your eyes closed.
If Ava untied the cord, did it also fall into the water?
Diana's testimony says as much.
It does?
During your confrontation with Wolfgang, you recounted hearing certain sounds.
What did she say? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. She said there is a kaboom and that's it.
Until he's known as
Oh,
Kaboom.
plop! The plop!
Oh! And then so did everything else. Plop!
The first sound was obviously the battery exploding. And the
How did they
second,
know that there was a plop
the first
line?
part of the story,
Diana explained
said
it.
was the sound of the
Just
knife
trust her.
hitting
Diana
the
explained
water.
it? Like, why would she point that out?
Because everyone is all in against her. And it might help.
Okay.
She was explaining her side of
Like,
things.
and then I heard the flop noise,
And then I
there's
heard a
just no
plop within the
explanation of that.
silence, and then it became silence.
But why would a thin knife make such a big splash?
Then, do you think...
What really
It's the
caused that sound
cord.
was probably the
It's such a
extension
short
cord
cord.
falling into the
I'm so
water.
sad that it was.
When you
No,
say
Our
I,
only friend.
I just want to know why.
No more character development with Eva and Diamond.
Well,
I should have known.
Like,
The kid who lied about her talents and tried to lie about the Tozy trinkets. I should have known. I should have known. Only Eva fucking Sadaka would kill Wolfgang!
You're right that Eva's lied to us several times already.
But she's just a mathlete.
Come on, that's a rude.
That's
This
rude.
is exactly why she committed
Excuse me?
murder.
She's very smart. That's the reason.
yeah.
She's
She is
just
smart.
about it.
She's
This
smart.
is exactly why she's angry.
Her talent would give her the upper hand
For her
in
to
all
be
that
good at
measurement
math,
nonsense.
she has to be very, very smart.
Even so,
And not
And
just
also-
math,
sheer
but
volume of items
but the
Eva had
unit,
to steal.
science, and other things.
Yeah, she mentioned in her free time event she was also good at other subjects. It's just she got the most attention in math.
She's been under heavy suspicion these past few days. How did she sneak into Jet and Desmond's rooms without
Because
being
she has
noticed?
Desmond's blackmail. And
It's
she knows what we're
impossible.
talking about.
Wolfgang even
Oh
got
yeah,
mad at me
that
for
makes
being
sense.
late to the
If she
dining
has
hall
this
by a
with
few
blackmail, then
minutes.
she can just investigate.
Oh god,
She can just
I
take it.
Watched the
break
entire
our
time I've been here.
trust.
There's no way Jet wouldn't have noticed me taking his battery.
Right on.
It wasn't yet, it's okay.
They already did.
And anyway, how could I enter the cord through the boiler room vent when I can't even reach the top of the generator? If anything, you should be suspicious of the taller students.
I understand people are doubting. I can't listen. It did, in fact, probably all she had to use the boxes.
The boxes. Is it?
Ava grabbed one of the boxes.
That's setting myself up. Removing a
flexing your math.
I'm saying Damon would have noticed, but he never noticed it.
Couldn't you just?
Then the underside of
This I can confirm.
Dang it.
It was the other boxes. Continue.
You can still turn
There were
this
boxes near the generator.
Okay, let's go. Oh, those. How come I just...
This is it.
And if it's still
boxes.
Yeah. It
Reach
just
the top of the
in the water
generator. You simply
already.
stood on one. There's already a huge pile of them near the generator.
She would have known about those
He keeps
boxes
skipping
in
me.
advance, too.
Sorry. I'm
Since
like
she
so
explored the boiler
shaken.
room with you ahead of time.
Okay, I could have used the boxes to reach the top of the generator, and I could have fit the cord through both vents if I inserted the right plug. I can do both of those things without attracting suspicion. What I can't do without attracting suspicion is opening the vent.
Which vent are we talking about?
The dining hall one. Based on what Damon's saying, it needs to be open
The
for the killer's
chairs.
trap to work.
The chairs and the table, they were all up on that side of the room.
But opening it during the tournament is asking
okay
to be
then.
caught, and opening it before the tournament is useless because Jet, Cassidy, and Mark would see it while setting up.
Oh yeah, you're right. If there was an open vent with a cord tied.
Now that Eva mentions it, I'm pretty sure the vent was closed during setup.
The vent was closed?
There's no way I can execute this trap without being caught. It's a stupid trap anyway. All the cord and vent stuff is too complicated. There's a billion ways it could go wrong. Damon's just making stuff up. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What the?
I can't believe we're at the.
Can it, you four-eyed troll! You can't talk your way out of this one! The only person who would be
Thumbs
sick-minded
up,
enough
debate
to
time.
kill Wolfgang is you, and only you! Don't you fucking try and tell me otherwise!
The Grace likes Wolfgang. Very neat.
Okay, what now?
Generator. Okay, it's probably the game turn.
It's timeline. I think it's the timeline.
You can't say
Timeline. I mean, what else would it
just
be?
because I
We've
sat
already
near
used
a
everything
vent.
else. This is a new twist
That
bullet
seems
too.
to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are, and you despised him because of it.
Actually, Damon
you
is the
have
snake.
a motive.
Yeah.
Perhaps our
And like,
understanding of the mechanism is wrong.
it's Wolfgang who
Maybe
like
it wasn't
who,
closing the vent that
who tried
triggered
to
it.
outcast
9
them.
a.m. Of those 8 people working was cut short. Was it? It wasn't close.
Maybe it was-
But something
No.
else.
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Even if this trap was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
How so?
Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by itself.
Wait.
After a bit of time passes.
Huh?
There's even less evidence for that.
Evidence. No one here cares about evidence.
Huh?
I just happened to be at the game tournament.
No, that's wrong.
You just happened?
She just happened?
Just
That's
happened?
such a defense.
No,
Happened.
it's no coincidence you were at the game tournament. In fact, it's not even a coincidence the tournament took place during the
You
murder.
were there.
You helped.
An unmarried
What
guest.
do you mean?
You
It was
helped
impossible
Cassidy
for
and
me to
Jeff
notice
set
this
up.
earlier. But
And Mark.
the killer timed the tournament
She
to
was the one
grant
who
them an
decided
alibi
it
for
was
the
at
murder.
9.
Whoa. Are you accusing me of murder again?
No.
I thought you said
No, no,
Dad.
Dad.
Jet, calm down.
The detective
come on,
is
it's
supposed
not
to
you.
switch suspects in the last stretch like this. You're totally throwing the audience for a loop.
Except neither of you played a role in determining what time the tournament would be held. The only person to determine that was Ava.
This is at 9.
You said it yourself. Well, it's at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. You decided it.
Ava knew she would be in the dining hall tomorrow. So when Cassidy announced the tournament, she realized it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create an alibi for herself.
That's insane. How could she have come up with something like that on the spot?
It
Because
wasn't
she
just for an
planned it
alibi
for a long
either.
time already,
Since
I
Ava knew
think.
about the tournament, she could time the setup of her trap accordingly.
Wait, what did she say? Cassidy said? When? After stacking the furniture.
After stacking the furniture. After setting up
Got it.
Cassidy, you told me Ava approached you yesterday and asked to help set up the tournament. What exactly did she say?
When did I tell you this again?
Before the tournament?
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, Eva wanted to see what sort of equipment the tournament needed. After I showed her Mark's stuff and told her we were redecorating the dining hall, she offered to help.
Back when this conversation happened, you still hadn't decided what time you were going to start redecorating, right?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Eva really helped me out, though. She said she would stack the dining hall furniture we weren't going to use later that night. Afterwards, we could focus purely on arranging the technical stuff in the morning.
Oh my god.
And you never mentioned this?
Oh my god.
Alright. Then tell me what happened last night.
Jet, Mark, Eva, and I came to the dining hall at...
You never mentioned Ava,
around
Walter. Come on.
8:40 p.m. probably? We stacked the table and the dining chairs against the left wall, and the sofas we moved to the middle of the room, maybe a little more to the right. Then we all went back to our dorms.
Oh my god, Eva made everyone else her accomplice. Unintentionally, that's so smart.
Well, I was kind of hungry, so I stayed back a few minutes before leaving.
Hold the phone. If those sofa chairs were moved to the middle of the room, why did I see one over in the corner this morning?
Because Eva pushed it there.
Eva what?
She didn't want to take part in the tournament. Just watch it from the side. That's what she told me.
That's the Ava impression.
I never thought it was weird or anything.
It's such a shame this is going to be the last Ava impression because he's going to be dead.
We're talking about the sofa in the upper left corner, aye? The one next to the coffee table.
Yes, sir, Eva.
Yo, when the power went out, I'm pretty sure Damon ran over to that corner to look through. Yeah, a vent.
Did she move the chair there so it would be easier to
Please
reach
be,
the
please at least be Ava execution.
I called it. I
Please,
hate
at least not the most traumatizing thing to ever happen.
Why
Like,
would
have
I
mercy.
when Cassidy just said the bed
I'm
was
sorry,
set up?
but the devs said that they had to redo the execution to make it worse.
He's going to die so horribly.
Because you were covering for yourself in advance.
Huh?
The vent may not have been open at the time, but I'm willing to bet that's because you were still creating your trap.
And this is still chapter 1, so these guys still don't know how the executions work.
Let's
Can't
say
wait
Ava took
for
a
this
detour
to
for
happen.
the boiler room first, and slid the internal plug through both vents. After going upstairs and helping rearrange the dining hall furniture, during which she moves a sofa chair so it obscures the vent, she heads outside and hides until everyone else goes to bed. Then, she walks back in and opens the vent.
So Eva took complete advantage of them?
Not my fault those two are so trusting.
You think a big guy like me was gonna be afraid of some mathlete? No way!
Now you should be scared of the mathlete. She's smart.
I mean, she did lie about a lot of important things.
For her own safety.
Talent being one of them.
She also cried and fled the scene after we found out, no?
I just thought it was
Okay,
cool. She
don't
wanted to
bring
help
that
me
up.
out.
Hey, can we backtrack a little? Like, to before all this Ava talk?
Why? What happened?
It's to do with the chair's position.
The chair?
You guys keep saying it was in front of the vent, but Damon stood in front of the vent during the blackout. If the chair was in the position you all say it was, it should have blocked him from crouching in front of the vent.
Valid.
Ava probably just moved it during the blackout.
Eh?
Before the blackout, it was positioned with its back to the left wall.
Damon, when did you have the time to draw?
However, when I
Right
ran over
on
to
the
the
spot.
vent,
I think I was
suddenly
like,
pushed
hold
up
on guys,
against the
let me
northern wall, out of
let
the
me
vent's
just draw
range.
the layout.
He's so
for
good
the
at
thing a moment,
drawing.
guys. Yeah.
Eva must have shifted the chair while everyone was initially panicking from the blackout. I'm guessing she hoped people would misremember its position and think it was always along the northern wall.
Oh man! So I totally fell for it?
It's okay, Kai.
I also remember seeing a speaker in that corner.
Yeah, about that. This morning, Jet, Mark, and I arrived at the dining hall a little after 8 a.m., then Eva came a few minutes later. She helped us put together Mark's equipment, which was stationed in the lower right corner of the room. And then she volunteered to place speakers around the room while Jet and I set up the TV next to the fireplace.
Moving a speaker near the vent. Did Eva do that to drown out Diana and Wolfgang's scuffle?
Yeah, and in turn exacerbate the effects of the other speakers. There were almost a dozen spread throughout the dining hall. Some even sandwiched into corners they didn't need to be. Eva probably placed them that way to cover as much ground as possible.
Still, Eva entered the dining hall at 8:10 a.m., right? So, wouldn't it be impossible for her to knock out Lawyer Man at 8:15 a.m.?
According to Eva, she arrived around 8:10 a.m. But it's possible she actually arrived much later, since there's no clock in the dining hall. He just couldn't have known. In fact, that might be why Ava seemed so eager to arrange Mark's equipment in the morning. Upon realizing it had a clock, she wanted to ensure it would only be powered on after she arrived.
It seems the setup of this trap occurred across 3 phases. Phase 1 took place in the boiler room and involved tying a lithium battery to an extension cord. The cord was then slid through the grates of the closed boiler room vent, presumably until it almost poked out the other end of the ventilation shaft. Phase 2, by contrast, was carried out in the dining hall. The aforementioned cord was tied around the dining hall vent, which was then left open. This must have happened after Cassidy, Mark, and Jet were already done redecorating. For the third and final phase, the battery was carefully suspended over the generator. All these steps combined created a pulley system, which could only be triggered by closing the dining hall vent. Is there anything I'm missing?
I think that's it.
How I closed the vent.
Put your hands.
No one has explained how I closed the dining hall vent.
Alright, one-on-one rhythm game, let's go.
Obviously, I didn't do it during the blackout. According to Damon, the blackout can only happen after the vent is closed. So, I must have stood up, gone behind the chair, and closed the vent during the tournament. That's stupid. Someone is definitely going to notice that sort of conspicuous movement. It doesn't matter if that someone is on the opposite side of the room. They're going to notice.
How did we overlook such an obvious discrepancy?
It was right, standing up it looked really suspicious, which is exactly why she used that to circumvent the problem.
The sofa. He doesn't need to get up if there's a sofa.
This is it. The location of your chair bypasses this problem
She could have
entirely.
just pushed her chair back.
To close the vent, all you need to do is set the chair to recline.
Oh,
and
that's
reach
what she
behind
did.
you.
Set the chair to recline?
All the dining hall chairs have the ability to recline. Some were already sent to that position at the start of the tournament, including Ava's. With her chair in recline, Ava can easily reach down and close the vent without shifting from her position. It's not perfectly inconspicuous, but it's subtle enough to not catch most people's attention, especially those focused on watching a video game competition. Well, am I wrong?
Breakdown time. Time for a
This
breakdown.
isn't funny. Just because I was sitting in front of the vent doesn't mean I was the one who triggered the mechanism.
No one can sneak up behind you without drawing attention, especially when all the lights were still on.
That's just dumb! Where I was sitting shouldn't make me a murderer.
Even so, with everything we've spoken about...
Everything? Did you already forget what was said earlier? Just look at all the items I would need to set up this murder. The battery, the extension cord, the rolling pin, the taser, the syringe, and the supposed drug used with it. How could I have collected all of those things? Wolfgang and everyone else hated me because I lied about my talent. They were on their guard whenever I was around. You think Jet and Desmond would just let me walk into their rooms and take their stuff?
That's true. We still haven't explained how she robbed 2 people's rooms without being caught.
It's the Tozu plushie. No, I genuinely think it's the plushie. There could have been a secret
I would say the
compartment.
plushie.
But
Unless you can prove I had
how
the
she
chance
get
to
it
get
there?
all this stuff, you
Probably
can't
what
make me out to
Graden
be
said
the
earlier
killer.
about the blackmail.
True.
Fine.
She has Desmond's
I'll show
blackmail.
proof.
As for Jet,
Only
I
you could
don't
obtain
know.
the items necessary for this
She
murder.
could probably sneak in there.
Proof? Had Ava.
Yeah, that's not true.
Desmond.
I got it.
Ava asked nicely.
I mean, she
You were well aware
could. She
of the
could have
existence of
asked
those
actually
items. For starters,
in different
everyone heard about
circumstances.
Jet's battery. It was common knowledge due to his boasting.
Wait, so it's all my fault? Ouch.
Since the dorms aren't locked, you could have easily snuck in and grabbed the battery while no one was inside.
That one.
The battery is lightweight too, so you wouldn't have trouble carrying it. For the rest of your plan, the syringe and drugs are both readily available in the pharmacy. And as for the taser, you may not have known about its existence right away, but you still had every incentive to search Desmond's room because you received his blackmail.
I'm sorry, Ava. We trusted each other, but I'm sorry.
So sad this had to happen to you.
You knew my blackmail this whole time and never said anything?
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So what?
It was necessary.
Oh, ah.
Huh?
No.
So what if I knew? I wasn't the only one. Damon knew your blackmail as well.
Oh, hold
She told us.
Oh yeah, he read it out loud to everyone earlier, didn't he?
Damon knew almost everything I did. He knew where the items used in this murder were stored. He knew the layout of the boiler room
Stop,
and the storage closets.
But he had an alibi. He was playing the game.
The only thing he didn't know is the one thing more important than any piece of physical evidence.
The hell are you talking about?
See, you still don't know. You still don't know that we never saw eye to eye.
Huh?
And you.
Huh?
Eye to
no.
eye on the not killing each other stuff?
On Wolfgang.
Eh?
Damon saw the way Wolfgang scolded me and treated me like a bad guy. And he thought I hated him the same way he did. But unlike Damon,
Oh, she's trying to
I
implicate
never
us
wanted
now.
Wolfgang to die.
Oh, she's trying to.
No.
Psychological manipulation.
Why would she try to blame you after all this, though?
What the?
Whoa! That's a loaded accusation.
Not a first
But
for
even
this
she
trial.
did do that, like.
Why
there's
would he?
no
Why would he
evidence
uncover his
against-
own murder
against
plot
Damon.
to this point? He should have just let it happen. People were
If
already
you thought
talking.
you saw the
He's
worst of
leading the
Damon after
trial.
the dummy trial, you underestimate just how low he can stoop.
Okay, stop gaslighting.
Eva,
please.
come
I
on.
practically risked my life pretending to be his
No,
ally.
Eva!
In return, he let me see the extent of his
You're good
deceitfulness.
to get trust, Eva!
Which is why I can tell everyone that Damon has Wolfgang's blackmail.
She used it against us.
Oh gosh.
You said that you
Eva,
trust
you?
us.
Any
And
reason you
so
didn't
that
tell us this
we
earlier?
trust
Well,
you.
I didn't think it was incriminating at first.
Not even when he refused to come forward about it?
That was weird, but I didn't want to make accusations at the time because it could have just been his
Eva.
ego talking. Only after watching him reject the taser gun over this dumb mechanism he made up did I realize I had potential evidence on my hands.
Dumb
Damn it.
mechanism.
Do you have your blackmail on you? Don't worry about reading it out loud or anything. Just show the image. That's all you gotta do.
Did Eva really never trust me? Why then did she disclose so much to me? Why did she tell me?
No. No.
Was she planning it from this moment?
This is such an inverse of VP.
Oh my god, it was from
A
this
chapter
moment.
about trusting the other person, and then we get this mess.
Wait, if I recall the time... Oh my
Did
god.
The ultimate
trust
liar,
him?
lying that
Wait,
she trusts you, or lying that she doesn't trust you.
Or maybe she said that because
Maybe she just interested anyway.
she wants
Ah, even Damon said about it.
to cover for her or something.
You know what? Damon, you have to bring
His
up
best friend,
about the secret.
his best math girlfriend, his best nerd girlfriend.
Bring up the secret. You have something against
Yeah,
her.
doesn't trust him.
I'm on the cusp of bringing the case to a close. What Eva thinks about me shouldn't matter.
No.
What she thinks about
He
me.
cares.
No. It's the closest thing she has as a friend.
No one thanked you though.
No.
I'm really sorry about how things turned out. The other students would have treated you unfairly if it wasn't for me. Damn it. This entire time I've been judging the others for how trusting they are, not even realizing I was blindly following the words of a stranger.
No!
And now
We're having
everyone
inverse
here-
character development for Damon! He's learning to trust other people! No!
They're gonna hold this blackmail crap against me even more than if I'd just come forward earlier.
No!
And so what choice do I have?
This truly is the antagonist.
No one will let the
Damn it.
discussion
The evil route.
continue unless
The
I
bad
tell
route.
the truth.
Star. And there's no evidence
I can't believe
at all. There's no evidence against it at all.
We're gonna
Just
be the
a
true
single
antagonist.
sentence. And it's just inversing
on.
all of Damon's character development. I
Fine.
can't believe this.
I'll show it. But only the picture. As requested.
That's my water. With those words, I retrieved the envelope from my pocket and pulled out the photo.
He's married.
No.
Ingrid, Wolfgang doesn't have blue eyes.
So,
Thank you.
who is this then? His parents?
I mean, why else would the guy look like him?
Given the year this photo was taken, these two people must be his parents. Look at what's printed at the bottom. April 17th, 2001. We know how old Wolfgang is because of the student reports. In 2001, he wasn't even born yet.
But why his parents? Are they being held against their will?
You can't leave us hanging, Damo! You gotta read out what it says!
That's not what was asked of me. And even if I had to, I don't think someone who can't explain himself should have his secrets revealed to everyone.
Some things are better left unsaid.
For the record, I know what Wolfgang's
I
black
love how Tozu just has that single
but it didn't
pose.
change
He
my
hasn't
outlook
stopped
on it.
posing like that since the beginning of the trial.
I don't think it's
Like, he's just
possible
like,
for anyone to
this
hate
is no
someone like
fun.
Wolfgang. He was always brave in the face of sheer adversity and encouraged everyone else to act likewise.
I don't
Wolfgang
know Tozu's mask. It's such a good mask.
challenged me to be a better person. Wolfgang challenged all of us to be better people. And maybe Ava simply couldn't rise to his challenge.
Don't listen to him! He's trying to divert everyone from the truth!
Even though Wolfgang and I didn't always see eye to eye, my respect for him and his talent never wavered. Why would someone like me harm him? Me, who's been leading this trial much the same way he led the one before. I may have questioned the idea no one here would kill, but that doesn't make me someone who wants to see bloodshed.
He does! He does want bloodshed!
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
found out you.
We have all the proof he's a cold-blooded killer!
Another thing.
Wolfgang's blackmail, which he lied
Never
about
mind
having!
about
This is hard to watch.
But wasn't Damon
They
playing?
could have been
Nothing he says
friends.
should be trusted.
They
Nothing
could
he
have
says
been
about me or
besties.
anything else.
It is odd that we place faith in a man who does not have
Ashika,
faith in
come
us.
on.
Hey, Diana had a
He's a
point.
kid.
We were playing
He's a
video
kid,
games.
So much so, these
And we have an
discussions are mostly
alibi.
led by his own conjecture.
Damon isn't the
I thought
killer,
he's
though.
doing a great
Why would he
job.
try to mislead anyone?
Yeah, like, why make such a complicated murder plot? Like, if it was Damon, he should have just stopped with the taser and then just continued with the taser.
Kai, baby girl, thank you.
Like, he and I were playing a game when the murder happened, and multiple people can vouch for us.
Not to mention,
And he never had the time to set up.
make a lot of sense.
He didn't decide the time. He wasn't there when you organized the event. He was only there when you actually played the game. And
Yeah,
then he was playing the game when the actual blackout happened.
He woke up at 8:30 with Kai.
Yeah.
Kai woke up before Damon.
Truth has no personal alliance. That's why.
Even if he wasn't here, we'd arrive at the same conclusion anyway.
Depends who you mean by we.
Oh, stop!
No.
Still think I'm the killer?
Someone needs to be voted by the end of this.
Don't just say it like that.
No.
Oh, God. God.
Would I know? How would I know when to drop it?
Drop what?
The battery! Damon says the killer dropped the battery when Diana was already in the boiler room. But how would I know when Diana was in the boiler room? It's not as if I lost it out of her. The music speakers are too loud.
The note.
And
Did you see her through the
dining
vent or
hall has
something?
no clocks, so it'd be impossible for me to know if it was 8:45 a.m.
Right.
Okay, first off.
Aren't you a math lead?
DJ
love-
Pat had a clock.
I love the voice acting.
You're a math lead. I'm pretty sure it would be like really easy to remember time.
Maybe
Especially if you're
Ava has
focusing on
marked for the
committing a murder.
time.
She never spoke to me.
We never spoke. I never even got up from my chair. Besides,
Ah, she looks
The
like a mess.
console.
Diana arrived on time anyway.
The console she was playing on.
Then why did it have to be Ava? It could have been anyone. What the fuck?
Because she's Eve. She did the first sin.
Shut up and stop accusing me.
I'm sorry, it's the console.
That makes a
Just
decent
really
point.
chance.
She saw
hair
her.
is so pretty. So her hair is so
Top
pretty.
It's killer. It's the console.
We saw her enter.
How did
What
you
else would
know?
it be?
Oh.
We can't
checked
hear
the
her
time.
enter. She saw her.
Oh wait.
She checked the time.
Saw her.
She saw. What else would it be?
The only way
There's
the
no way it's
killer would have
Gav.
known when to spring their trap was by seeing
By seeing
Diana
Diana.
enter the room. Any uncertainty would ruin the plan, and the dining hall was too loud to hear anything over.
So where did you watch Diana? It's from the vent.
And she entered the chair like
Trying to look into the boiler.
Trying to look in.
inclined.
Okay. Not her.
Oh.
The camera?
Wait. Huh?
Wait.
No way.
Wow.
How does she have access
It's
to the
impossible
camera?
to see anything from the
Is
vent,
that the secret?
which means the only way anyone could see into the room was by
Is
using
that
the
what she
school
is
cameras.
looking on her console?
Oh, that's why she was so focused on her device.
I don't
The others can't
understand
look
how,
at it
but
because they would know
Ava
she's
must
looking at
have
the
used
camera.
Is she working with the kidnappers?
Are you
No,
kidding
no,
me?
hold on.
How the hell would I have access to the camera?
It's a secret. In order to see what was happening on the screen, what would you she have some sort of screen? A screen, huh? Thinking back
A
on
screen,
all
huh?
of it. It feels like deja vu, doesn't it? When
Yeah,
all
deja
options
vu.
I can only turn to one thing we've yet to discuss. You've had time to bring into what you started.
The tofu plushie.
Prepare for you. Or is this one your final lie? Argument altercation. Mega bullet, noise bullet, hair movement, focus, mega bullet, noise bullet. What? Huh? What in the?
Yo, you got to play Toho.
Which can? Wait, I'm playing Toho? Oh god.
You're playing
no.
Toho now.
No. Mega bullet. Mega bullet.
Dodge your opponent's action than the argument to solve the case. I thought this was going to be like a B3's argument thing, but it's just Toho.
Wait, so this is not a rhythm game. It's Toho.
Yeah, you're not doing a rhythm game, you're playing Toho.
Space noise bullets, focus, just for the
Mega bullet. It will also make statements. The shield meaning they cannot be damaged by any means. Why not? You can weaken the shield by breaking their statement with your bullets. But there's a mega bullet. I'm guessing the F key is like something more harder. If you miss the priority, just make more statements. Of the fifth amount of hits, you will progress to the next stage, and your opponent will become more frenzied to attack you with all it. Once they finally win the victory, your opponent will then ask you your burning question. Press the W to answer it. If you fail, you will have to start over from the beginning. So, don't do that. Final last information is free to this step 2. So if they have fun, but your life actually depends on it.
Oh,
wow. Aww, we're playing the hoe.
Ah! No, it is
You're so bad.
It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I kill anyone?
Oh god.
It's Damon who's suspicious. It's Damon who's suspicious.
She just keeps repeating it. Use your mega bullet.
It's Damon who's suspicious.
How do I fire
You have a
again?
mega bullet, use it.
It's Damon who's suspicious. Why would I
think you can move towards her.
Anything.
How do I do that?
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
You have the WASD keys. Move to the right.
Oh!
I just wanted to help.
Why would you only be able to move up and down?
Anyone. I didn't see
Okay, F
anything.
into her face.
Why would I kill
F
anyone?
into her face.
There's no proof
Oh my
I killed
god.
Wolfgang. Why would I kill anyone? Why
so
would I
stiff.
kill anyone? Why would
Oh
I
god,
kill
it's so
anyone?
stiff. Have you never played?
This isn't fair.
Oh my god.
I have never played a
Oh
Toho
my
game.
god.
Proof I killed Wolfgang.
Oh my god, you keep
This
getting
isn't fair. It's Damon who cares
Oh god.
Oh god. Use the next one!
I thought you trusted me.
Stop!
I just wanted to help.
Why is it upside down now?
It's Damon
Help!
who says,
Help!
why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera?
Alright, who's the Toho fan in the dev
There's no
team?
proof I killed
God, you're so
Wolfgang.
dying. You're so dying to the Toho.
What I can do?
Oh, you're so dying.
Again.
Oh, we're gonna be here for the next hour or so. Feel free to pick up your...
I just wanted to help.
Feel free to play Candy Crush like I'm doing right now.
This isn't fair.
Hey, why don't you play this for me instead?
Who cares about the camera?
I
There's no
will
proof I
later
killed-
once
it's
I
Damon who's suspicious.
finish the stream so I can do it
Fair.
myself.
I just
I
wanted
will
to
live stream
help.
myself doing it.
I didn't see anything. This isn't fair.
F into her
I just
face.
wanted to help.
You keep forgetting you have a
There's
mega
no
bullet.
proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't see anything.
My god.
I didn't see anything. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't see. There's no
Dang it.
proof I killed Wolfgang. It's
We're gonna be
Damon
here for
who's
so long,
suspicious.
chat.
Hey, I'm so bad
I
at
just
these kind of
wanted to
games. I
help.
play rhythm games and
Oh, I
story-based
The only thing I'm
games.
happy about is at least we get to listen to Ava
I
yap.
just wanted to help. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Oh,
There's no
hi
proof I
Mike.
killed Wolfgang.
Hi Mike.
This isn't fair.
God, I love listening to her voice.
It's
This
Damon
is the
who's suspicious.
only thing you're gonna be hearing for the
Who
next
cares
really
about
long
the
time.
camera? It's Damon who's
Damon who's
suspicious.
suspicious. It's
I
Damon
didn't
who's
see
suspicious.
anything.
I didn't see anything.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Hey, could you tell us again who's suspicious?
Who cares about the camera?
Could you tell us who's suspicious again?
It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof
Oh, I
killed
forgot. Thank you.
Wolfgang. thought
I almost
you
forgot who was
trusted me.
suspicious for a second.
I didn't see anything.
No, reverse controls, I hate this.
Who
Yeah, upside
cares
down.
about the camera?
Upside down.
Why would I kill
Oh
anyone?
god, I'm so
God.
excited to play this once I get the... I'm gonna skip the entire
Who's
stream
the
just,
Toho fan
yeah,
in
just
the
to get to hear.
dev team who decided this?
Oh
Who cares about
god.
the camera?
God, it's so stiff. Most animated.
I want to move with like some... Can I move with the arrow keys?
I want to
Is it
take...
possible? I
Yes,
cannot.
I want to take the WASD keys from you. So bad.
This isn't fair.
Why is it WASD? That's my question.
I'm going to commit breaking and entering.
And I just wanted to. This isn't fair.
It's always
Who
WASD.
cares about the camera?
It's so
There's no
weird.
proof I killed Wolfgang. There's no proof I killed Wolf. Who cares about the camera? It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? I thought you trusted me. Why would I kill anyone? I just wanted to help. Why would I kill anyone?
Hey, can you admit I'm getting
There's
better?
no proof I killed Wolfgang.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
getting better.
Fair. I just want.
Thank God.
It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof
Oh
I
my
killed
God.
Wolf. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Music.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I didn't
why is
see
this?
anything.
Trying your
Isn't
song.
fair.
I missed it.
I didn't see anything. It's Damon who's. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help. It's Damon who's suspicious. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Can you stay still?
Why won't you believe me?
Oh.
This isn't fair. It's
Congrats,
Damon
you
who's
made it to the next
God.
game.
This
Good
isn't
luck.
fair.
Stay still.
This isn't fair.
Hey, who's suspicious again?
Oh wait, there's more. There's
Would
more.
I kill anyone?
There's more
There's
after
3
this.
phases. I think this
Yeah,
is
I'll
the...
just do this thing.
Fair.
Wait, this is
I just wanted
this
to
is
help.
the third
You got this, I believe in you.
Oh
I
god.
told you so.
Oh, never mind. Oh! You know you have focus, right? You can slow down time.
I was running on adrenaline. I forgot.
I think it's L shift. Is it L shift?
It's shift.
Over again.
It's Damon who's suspicious. This isn't fair.
You can use left shift to slow down time, like in
I just
Toho.
wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. Who cares
Why are you
about
so
the
close?
camera? I didn't see anything. There's
Stop
no
lying
proof
over the
I killed- Who
expert.
cares about the camera? Ow! This isn't
Oh,
fair.
it's so sad.
I didn't see anything.
I'm
There's no
so
proof I
triggered.
killed Wolfgang.
Hello, I've never
This is
played a Toho
like
game before.
watching you do the horses
Who
again.
cares about the camera?
This is just the horses again.
Stop making fun of the horses! Me and the
Who
horses!
cares about the camera?
This is just the horses again.
There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. I thought you trusted me. I didn't see anything.
And this is chapter 1. Once it gets farther, please.
I didn't see
You have left
anything.
shift. Use
It's
it.
Damon who's suspicious. I just wanted to help.
There, you have
How
to
did you
use
slow
it.
down time and still get hit?
Because I'm
Who cares about the camera?
silly.
I just wanted
Fly
to
towards her
help.
and use the bullet.
Fair.
Oh, what's going on with him? As someone who loves bullet hell, this is personally triggering.
Because I don't like bullet hell.
Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. I just wanted to help.
Stay still.
I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera?
My
It's
fingers are on
Damon who's
the
suspicious.
arrow keys, even though I know
just
it's
wanted
not
to
arrow
help.
keys.
This isn't fair.
Do you not play
There's
with
no
the
proof I killed Wolfgang.
WASD?
I play with
cares about the
arrow. I want to change the controls for this to
You play with
arrow.
arrow? Really?
It's more comfortable for me.
Arrow for the mouse. Why would you play with the arrow key?
I thought you trusted me.
No, I play with...
WASD, left hand on WASD, right hand on the
Proof
mouse.
I killed Wolfgang.
But there's nothing I can do with the mouse here.
Why would I kill anyone? Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang.
Hold on time.
I just wanted to help.
Who here is a Toho fan?
wanted to help.
Who
I
in
didn't
this?
see
I really
anything.
want to say. I want to talk to that dev.
This isn't. Why won't you believe me?
Don't worry. If they're here and they're a Toho fan, they're probably also bad at you the same
This
time.
isn't fair. Who cares about the camera?
You just keep flying
It's
it.
Damon. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill? I
Just
didn't see
and Eva,
anything.
I think.
I didn't
I
see
love this. At
anything.
least we get to
How
watch
could
Eva.
I access the security camera?
Ava's personal game.
Ava's personal.
DWSA.
Anything.
I got overwhelmed.
I
I'm
feel
sorry.
like
I couldn't. I panicked.
It's Damon who's
You can
Oh,
do
she's using a
it.
spell one! She's using a
Who
spell!
cares about the camera?
Oh god,
She's
oh god, Jesus.
You're getting so
Why
spell
would I
hardened.
kill anyone? Who cares about the camera?
Spell hard
I
objection.
just wanted to help. There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. It's Damon who's suspicious.
Come on.
How could I access the security camera?
A
Personal game.
SW.
No, I pressed it.
I told you so.
I pressed it. I pressed
Oh,
it. I
God.
promise. I pressed it.
Who cares about the? This isn't fair.
I pressed it.
We're gonna be here for
It's Damon who's
a
suspicious.
while.
No, this will be the last time I'm here.
Who cares about the camera?
Why wasn't it a
I
rhythm
just wanted to.
game?
Why would I kill? Who cares? Damon, I thought you trusted me.
Why isn't it a rhythm game?
This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Who cares about the camera? This isn't fair. I just wanted to help. Who cares about the camera? What? Why would I kill anyone?
Hey, I wonder what are the other characters doing at this
isn't
point.
fair. I didn't see
Really?
anything. I just wanted to help. I didn't see anything. Why would I kill anyone? Why won't you believe me? Why would I kill anyone? I just wanted to help. Why would I kill anyone? It's Damon who's suspicious.
Spell card!
This
Yes!
isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Who cared? I told you so.
Did you slow down time and then still not dodge the bullet?
I did that on purpose because I had 1 HP left. I didn't want to risk it.
I just wanted to help. Why would I kill I just wanted to help. It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything. Who cares about the camera? I thought you trusted me. This isn't fair. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Why would I kill anyone?
You know, I'm really hoping there's a death counter at the end of this so we can see how many times.
No, please do not create me.
Why won't you believe me? I just
Spell card.
I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help.
Can I go back to my rhythm games?
Who cares about the
Please
camera?
no.
I just wanted to help.
Miss that.
It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? Who cares about the camera? Why would I kill anyone? Why would I kill anyone? How could I access the security
Eva's
camera?
personal game console.
It's over.
Finally!
Finally, the keys work.
No! Don't kill me!
No.
What you said is true, Ava.
I would
Okay,
feel
go back,
so much
guys.
happier if it did not take this long to get to this point.
The keys weren't responding to me earlier. I don't know why.
How do you have such a good keyboard but also such a bad keyboard at the same time?
Because I'm using my old keyboard. It doesn't have the... Remember, my new keyboard has the F1 onward. Doesn't have F1 to F12. I have to use my old keyboard.
How long have you had your keyboard anyway? I've had mine for like 3 years and it's fine. How did you mess up your keyboard?
Silver.
These are 2 different keyboards. So the one, my newer one is a mechanical. My older one is a membrane. So using my mechanical, it's a lot lighter. So it's a lot easier to like press it with a simple touch. Membrane is a lot heavier. And since I already adjusted to my mechanical, I have to readjust again to my old keyboard.
My keyboard's dusty, so I'm blowing on it.
You did not listen to me explain about my keyboard issue. Okay, thanks.
Which begs the question.
Okay, let's go.
How does the killer see inside? They can't just get on their knees and peek through the vent. Everyone in the dining hall would notice.
The music.
No, I'm not admitting I don't have a skill issue. I'm saying that another factor for my skill issue is also my keyboard. It's both. I suck at this, and it's also the keyboard for messing up the WASD. Like I was spamming S earlier.
Are you responding to a comment?
Yes,
or
I am.
Are you?
Chat.
Besides, the vent probably offers very little in the way of an actual view of the room.
I'm shaking
That's
so
so
much.
It's totally not a skill issue.
Exactly!
No,
It's impossible!
I never said it wasn't a skill issue. I said
It's
there was
David
another
who's
factor.
Right. It's impossible. From this particular
I just checked
angle,
chat.
if I switch perspectives, your entire argument comes completely undone.
What do you mean?
Really is suspicious.
Ava assumes I'm taking only one factor into account. Her position at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Little does she know that in ruling out that factor, she's led me straight to another. A certain item which could have granted her the ability to see inside the boiler room. An item that, like the chemical smell, only makes sense when all other options have been ruled out. The game console she brought with her to the tournament.
Ava had a game console?
Oh my gosh, Graden, do you remember when I checked my inventory to see if there was a game console from the gachapon because I had 100%ed it? There wasn't! There wasn't a game console from the gachapon!
That's the secret game console.
Oh my god!
She wanted to get in the spirit of the tournament without being directly involved. Or so she claimed.
Oh, I pointed it out to her.
But when every other option has been ruled out, what else can we look to but the one that's yet to be addressed?
Are you saying she saw inside the boiler room using the console?
So
played live footage of the room?
Sounds like a stretch.
If I'm wrong, Ava should be able to prove her innocence. Go on, Ava. Show us the console.
It wasn't in the gachapon.
Huh?
You can't say that you got it from the gachapon. I already got everything from there.
I don't think she has the console on her, dude.
She has to. She never had an opportunity to slink away and dispose of it.
What about the blackout?
When the blackout first hit, people were disorientated for about a minute at most. Ava likely spent those 60 seconds undoing the cord and moving the chair. Between then and now, she's never been alone. The only exception was when she and I split up to investigate the dining hall and the dorms respectively. However, the laundry room, dining hall, and courtyard all had people in them. So I doubt she hid the console in any of those rooms.
And the janitor closet? That room has been locked for days now. She obviously couldn't hide the console there.
Which means it must still be on her person. Like I said earlier, if I'm wrong about the console, you can take it out right now and show everyone its contents.
What are you waiting for? Quit hiding the stupid thing and show it!
You're just trying to make me look bad. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous of me. You're jealous of me and my talent. That's all you are. Jealous.
Hey, calm down.
She wants her to be validated.
This is the end.
Why not just pull out the console?
Yes! Show us the console and then you'll be done with this!
No! Eh? I don't have to show anyone anything.
That's the most suspicious thing you could say.
It's not suspicious. I'm telling the truth.
That's obviously a lie.
Why go through the effort of mentioning Wolfgang's blackmail if you won't reveal this?
Now that I think back on it, Ava had been staring at her console the entire tournament. I thought it was weird. Coming all the way over to the dining hall when she could have just stayed in her dorm.
Well, where did she obtain this console? We should discuss those
This
details
has the
before
plushie
continuing
secret.
any more with these accusations.
She said she won it from Tozu's gotcha.
It's not there.
It seems natural he would stock that machine.
It was never in the gachapon.
Here's my evidence. Look. Here's my evidence. I knew it.
Through all of the gachapon.
Look, this is my evidence. You cannot say.
What was it, huh?
There's
What was this
none.
gachapon?
Where is it? Where is it? That's my evidence.
The power of gambling, everyone.
In one possible
The power
killer,
of gambling
there's no
was
need to
worth
sort out the
it.
facts further. Ava, you're the only one
Only
who can
took
vote
you
for.
2 streams and roughly 6 hours, but you have every item, and it,
No, it's
and it was all
3
worth it for this
hours.
specific moment.
No, it was 3 hours. I spent 3 hours total on the gachapon. And it was for this moment.
That's such twisted logic. You're going to vote for me without being completely sure I'm even guilty?
Damon, take out your presents right now.
Show
everything.
Show everyone your collection.
Show it.
There's no need to be completely sure if no one else can be suspected.
In case anyone still doubts Ava is the killer, I'll go through the case one last time.
No need to do that, just show the collection.
And once all the pieces are laid out for everyone to see,
This is the
I'll
comic
prove
book
she's the
time.
killer. Once and for all.
You know, Damon sounds so calm for such a moment. Like, this isn't me griping about the voice acting, but like, he just found out she betrayed him. She told him she doesn't trust him, and then she used him, and then his voice just sounds so normal. Wait, see what the answers are first. The panels. Look at the panels.
This one is blackout, and then
You have
the
the
other
hints,
one
but
is
you
closing
don't
the
know what the
vent.
panels are first. Closing the vent, probably one of the last ones.
Who arrived last? That was the battery
There,
activated.
closing the vent, there. Put it there.
How do I do that again? What are the controls? Oh, insert stock. Here. Okay.
What's John?
What occurred
Yeah.
right after? It's this one.
Blackout.
The blackout. Yeah, the blackout.
Alright.
And then
This one. Letters from the killer. That's way.
Letters from the Killer, that's the first page.
What will
Letters from the Killer.
This one. The syringe.
So, syringe.
So it's just syringe.
It's probably more than
Go right in the boiler.
syringe. The syringe.
So another 2. Internal plug and.
Internal plug. because the internal plug.
This one. Car battery. No, not
Battery. Probably one of the first ones.
This one.
Um.
This one. What are you? Taser. I think it was here.
Taser.
Nope.
Ah,
That's
probably
Diana.
yeah, that one. No,
it
the other
says
one.
taser. The killer leaves taser.
Ah, okay.
So I have another. This one. The killer.
The killer.
Just the killer. Alright. Killer. Wolfgang.
Wolfgang took the back of the kitchen. And then finally, the final panel. Diana.
This is how it happened.
Oh god,
Got
here
it.
we go.
Execution time.
This case was directly incited by the motive 𝚃𝚎 introduced.
I'm
in
assigning
which
this to
everyone
auto
here
since it's
received
just a
another person's
recap.
blackmail. Amidst the chaos that spawned, the killer saw an opportunity to commit a murder. They sent letters to two people, Wolfgang 𝐴𝐼rr, who they planned to kill, and Diana Venezia, who they planned to frame. Wolfgang and Diana were asked to meet in the boiler room in 2 days' time. Wolfgang's letter told him to arrive at 8:15 a.m., while Diana's told her to arrive at 8:45 a.m.
The messages threatened to expose our blackmail, so we had no choice but to follow their instructions.
At this point, the killer
It's so evil in this frame.
to kill Wolfgang. Hence, how they
It looks so
reacted to
evil
this next piece
in
of
this frame.
information.
That's so cool.
The following morning, it was revealed that Cassidy and Jet were going to hold a game tournament.
The point was for people to spend time together and not think murdery thoughts. But little did we know, a
It
would-be
is great,
killer
Master.
was lurking nearby. And how? The killer emboldened their own plans and made it so the
It was
tournament
so.
would happen at 9 a.m.
Did you just agree with yourself?
Both Wolfgang and Diana
How some
turned
bug
down
shield
the
up if this
offer,
happens?
which must have been music to the killer's ears, since it confirmed their plan was working. The killer took this as a sign to commence the next phase of their plan. Later that evening, they went downstairs to the boiler room and began preparing the murder weapon.
Though it might be more accurate to call it a murder mechanism. The killer wrapped an extension cord as tightly as they could around a car battery, which had been stolen from Jet's room. I imagine the battery must have been sitting on top of the generator. Wouldn't want to risk an explosion by bringing lithium too close to the water.
The killer avoided opening the boiler room vent for this segment, probably because they knew I'd remember it being closed originally.
A crucial part of the killer's plan would involve sliding the cord through the boiler room vent and out the other end into the dining hall. So they could then walk upstairs to the dining hall and tie the protruding part of the cord to the dining hall vent.
Funnily enough, the killer was going to be needed in the dining hall very shortly.
Yeah, to help 𝐶𝐸 rearrange the dining hall's furniture. We were saving the whole thing for next morning, but they convinced us to do it that night instead.
Their intentions were threefold. Create an alibi, hide the vent with a piece of furniture, and then open the vent in secret. After which, they'd return to the boiler room and suspend the battery over the generator.
Which brings us to today. Knowing better than to head downstairs without protection, Wolfgang went to the kitchen and armed himself with a knife. Toshiko didn't notice a knife on him when the two met in the hallway, so he must have hidden it in his blazer.
Wolfgang
I'm
arrived
a
inside the
Toshiko
boiler
fan.
room at 8:15 a.m. Exactly like his letter requested. as he was
It is a really cute fan. I wonder what the
Killer
lore
snuck
is
up behind
behind her
her.
fan. Is it always covering her face? We don't know what the bottom half of her face looks like.
Even in art outside of the game, it's always covered.
with that steel rolling pin and crumpled like paper.
A syringe was then used
All of her
to
sprites
inject
as well
Wolfgang
has
with
the
a sleeping drug,
fan.
ensuring he would remain in the boiler room until Diana arrived.
The killer might have, left the taser on the floor around this time.
Yeah, the taser they swiped from my dorm. They must have decided to raid the place after receiving my blackmail. If I'd heard about the taser sooner, I could have gotten rid of it, as well as whatever else my blackmail supposedly mentions.
Save the angsting for later, will you?
Why is this blackmail just what's in his room? I mean, I guess we never really saw it, so we don't really know.
Anyway, back on topic. Wolfgang was left to lie in the partially flooded area of the boiler room, while the killer ran upstairs to help set up Mark's music equipment.
They didn't care about the equipment. They just wanted to put a speaker next to the vent, because it would drown out the fight which was going to happen later.
Don't forget the digital clock! They wanted to get there before that became available. Don't need people knowing what time you actually arrived.
My letter said to meet at 8:45 a.m. So that's when I got to the boiler room. I made sure to close the door behind me, just as the message told me to.
Bad idea. Killer flipped the doorknob so that the lock was on the outside instead of the inside. You locked yourself in.
The room was really dark too. I didn't even see the suspended battery, only the blinking security camera. And then, Wolfgang, he got up on his feet all of a sudden, and he started crying and saying these weird things.
Poor Wolfgang, man.
It would never
I
zap
tried
into
to
the
keep
taser.
him calm and asked him to come over to me, which he actually did. But the very next second, he attacked me with his knife.
The drugs probably gave him a frightening hallucination, and he perceived you as a threat.
He was screaming at me, and I was screaming back. No one from the tournament could hear us over the music. At one point, I even picked up the taser, but then I threw it back down again.
And that's when the killer decided it was time. Having set their chair to recline, they were able to casually reach down and close the vent behind them.
Both of my characters. Like, I have to watch him die
This lowered
again.
the extension cord, causing the car battery to enter the water and
I have to watch him die a
discharge
second
huge amount of
time.
electricity.
I can't believe this. Oh wait, no. I have to watch him die a third time, because it replayed a second time during the trial.
Technically 4 times. Just the 4th.
I had to watch him die 3 times. I can't believe this.
Oh, that's
Wolfgang,
cool.
who was still
That's
standing in
cool.
the water,
That was so cool.
was
That
electrocuted
was a really good
instantly.
sound effect.
The battery itself
I'm gonna
exploded
miss
upon
these
reacting with the
two.
water, which
They
the
were my
killer was
favorites.
likely
Now I have to
banking
find
on
new
as a way to
favorites.
destroy evidence.
Yeah, Toshiko.
All of this happened right under my nose. No one could have guessed that someone present at the tournament was committing murder.
The explosion also
But
damaged the
Toshiko's
generator
less my
and caused
favorite
the
and more just a
blackout.
character I really
Everyone ended
like.
up
Like, I love
stumbling
Toshiko, but
around
she's
in the
not a
dark.
favorite.
Not for long, though. We quickly came back to our senses and agreed to look for a
I think
backup
Damon's my
generator on
favorite.
the underground
But like, he's the
floor.
protagonist, so he has to be likable. So that's
I
not really a
eventually
surprise.
did
Who's
to
your
unlock the
favorite?
boiler room door and ran outside.
I like Damon. It's my
Everyone
favorite.
loves Damon. I even dreamt about him
And we love
last
Damon,
night.
he's good.
I dreamt about
Like, he
him
hasn't
last
had a
night.
moment where we're like, he's wrong yet.
Yeah. It's more like he could have worded it better, but he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys had already made it downstairs.
That's when you say you ducked around a corner and out of sight. Only after everyone went inside the closets, did you then dash upstairs.
Ah, that's so... They could have had so much development with Eva. But now she's
It's a
good.
good thing she did.
Mm,
Otherwise, we'd have found her
Yeah.
alone in her room with Wolfgang's dead body.
her
We
and
would have wrongly assumed Diana was the killer.
Damon.
and
could
died
have
as a
been
result.
besties.
Oh,
I'm
this
so
sucks
sad
so
about
much. This really sucks. And also the way he died was really cruel. Like, that's really painful.
I mean, it would be painful, but he's kind of drugged
This
out of his mind,
complicated
so he
scheme
probably
calls to
didn't
mind
feel it
only
as
one
much as he
person.
could have.
True.
One person who just so happened to be sitting in a certain sofa chair.
Oh, it lagged.
That person
Yeah.
is you, Ava Tsunaka.
It's
Ah,
Ava.
I'm so sad. Put it up to be Eva.
Can we vote for ourselves?
Okay, time for the funny breakdown.
No,
Eva. No. I don't want to watch her get executed.
God, the execution scene. I am still not
not
prepared
ready.
for that. I want
I
to
am
see
not
it,
ready.
but I also don't want to see it.
Oh, back to voice acting. Okay, go.
Oh god,
Oh wait, do I have to voice act again?
Yes, we all have to voice act now.
Wait, who's who
Oh,
again?
wonderful. Spectacular! You have seen beyond the foul lies of this scorned mathematician and delivered the honorable truth with wit and aplomb.
Well done.
This is worthy of praise. Allow me to reward your success with.
This isn't funny.
You shut up!
Honestly, valid.
Without Tozu's mad ramblings, then the trial room had gone
Oh, we love him,
completely
though.
silent.
Yeah.
Everyone is either
Tozu can be
staring
my
at the
favorite
floor
because he also won't die.
or sneaking nervous glances at each other.
God, both of my favorites. Oh, you made her cry. I understand the reason for this frosty atmosphere. You found out who done it, so now you wish to know why done it.
Such a
Yeah.
spoil sport.
Very well. Every movie mystery needs a motive, and I would know it's a great tradition at this stage.
Tradition.
There
Aww.
must be something.
Oh wait, it was
Eva,
married.
why did you do this? Just why? I don't
Come
like
on.
the crying sprites.
Me too. Come on, speak up. You have nothing to
Uh-huh.
lose now.
Like, it's really easy to forget that they're just
It was
teenagers, but like,
Tosu.
Huh?
Tosu made me do it.
This is.
What? You've been working with Tozu this entire time?
Such disrespect.
Ian.
You had a
Her?
point.
Oh, please. If her plan was to secretly infiltrate the killing game, she wouldn't have given herself such an attention-grabbing ultimate title.
Rubbish.
I mean, seriously. Ultimate liar. Talk about on the nose. No. Ava is just as much as a kidnappee as the rest of you.
Son of a bitch!
Shut up! You let her get away with breaking the rules. That's proof enough you're in cahoots.
Holy!
Huh? Eva broke the rules? Yeah, when she blew up school property. I cannot yell, I'm sorry.
Fuck you!
Why the fuck was I punished for chucking a rock at the camera, but Eva wasn't punished for destroying a fucking generator?
Shit.
Is Eva the exception that rules talking?
What? Desmond tapped the screen of his trinket and conjured a familiar square-shaped hologram. With a few swipes of his fingers, he located the killing game's rules.
Okay, yeah. Everyone, take a look at the second rule.
Students are not...
Here, students are allowed to vandalize any official killing game property, such as the cameras and the Tosu trinkets. Exception may apply.
Do you see how it says exceptions may apply? Since Eva wasn't punished for breaking the generator, could that mean she counts as an exception? I feel like it's more the circumstance that's an exception. Like,
If
it
it
was
was
used as a
for
murder
murder,
weapon, so
it's
it was an
okay.
exception.
Are you gonna explain how? Or are you just trying to be a fucking contrarian?
This looks bad.
Well, if I had to make a guess, it's probably because Ava destroyed the generator while committing a murder. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's all this about?
Are you saying Eva has special privileges?
I think it's more like her method of murder was what destroyed the generator. Meaning the generator is technically tied to Wolfgang's death.
Yeah.
Which is why Ava was excused for breaking.
Slow down.
No. Absolutely the place, got it?
I see.
Ava does have amazing art, and now she's going to have an amazing art cutscene of her dying. And if it were, sorry, I forgot it was mine. You see, Ava believed she would count them as exceptions to the rule. Which is why she didn't take any steps to avoid destroying the generator.
What?
Isn't this you? Isn't Mark you? You took Mark and Ulysses, right?
Eloise.
Oh wait, no. It's Kai and Ulysses, sorry. She risked getting shot in the head.
Wait,
for
what?
something she just assumed?
That ain't it.
Nah. Without confidently ever executed the murder, she must have known for sure she wouldn't be penalized. How about it, Tozu? Did you ever share that information with him?
Who? Me?
This good killer is much like an angry seagull, ready to pounce upon the slightest crumb of substance. The mere implication of a loophole ignites their senses, and they, as desperate people always do, shred their dignity in pursuit of confirmation. So, to answer your question, yes, Ava approached me with the same question your friends are asking now. And yes, I confirmed her suspicions were true.
Famous meeting.
Not okay!
Seriously? That's so unfair.
Pathetic.
Unfair? Answering a reasonable question is far from unfair. Have you never asked the professor for help on an assignment? Sure, your professor won't do the work for you. But they'll be happy to clear up any confusion you might have.
Except my class.
Then why did Eva say you made her kill Wolfgang?
I suppose you could say. But I agreed to it. A deal? What kind of deal? A deal to begin the killing.
Impossible!
Me when she took a bite of the apple. Me when Eve takes a bite of the apple.
Oh god.
Me when Eve, in exchange for agreeing to perform the first kill, he would receive a special perk.
Plot twist!
Judas.
A traitor perk! What point would the traitor perk would be if she's just gonna die?
What do you mean traitor perk?
Like, cool, you get a traitor perk. You get to have it for like 4 seconds before you get executed at the trial.
I mean, she refused to show it to us when we asked.
She's still just crying. I don't like that. I don't like how she's just crying.
I don't like the pose.
Mind you, that the host cannot simply. She's just crying while we're doing this. I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Emma has amazing art, and most of the art that she has is just her crying, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Mind you, that the host cannot simply hand over a traitor perk to anyone who asks. For a student to be eligible for a perk, they must first earn.
Is it the Tozu plushie?
That was very...
Was it the...
What do you mean
the
by
sign?
earn it?
Do you recall the little tidbit I shared with you about the pharmacy? You know, the one about a secret lurking inside? You see, very interesting secret lies beyond the store.
What secret? Were you referring to the trader perk?
Well done.
Indeed I was. Well done. When I said a very interesting secret was lurking inside, I meant that literally. The only thing separating you from the perk was a few inches of stainless steel and the pin pad. You're asking why it's taking so long to respond? It's because lag.
Pin pad? Oh gosh, you're talking about that big door I found tucked behind a shelf.
I see.
I see. I was hiding the trader perk all along.
So that's why she actually got it.
How did Eva figure out the password to that pin pad though? Did
The
she enter a
Tulsa
bunch of
Flash
random
advertisement.
numbers until it, like, finally worked?
Well, I...
Spaldo.
A 4-digit code would have thousands of potential combinations. Unless Eva encountered unbelievable luck, the chances of her guessing that code in only a few days is extremely unlikely.
How?
Then how did she get access to the trader perk? The 4 numbers to unlock the pin pad. How did Eva figure them out? There's only one
She's
way.
the bat lady.
Only one way I could see her obtaining the correct answer.
It's to do with that poster, isn't it? That mysterious poster in the pharmacy. Huh? What?
Well done.
Ding ding ding! Correct! Yes! Hidden inside one of the pharmacy rooms is a poster. A poster which reveals the code to the pin pad.
For real?
No.
How can that poster reveal the code though? I was using the...
It says 1010.
I knew it had to be important somehow. None of the visuals made sense, which is exactly why it caught my attention. But I didn't know what to do with that information. Decipher what I was seeing. Is 1010 like something math-y?
I have no idea.
That is where you fell short of your mathematically gifted peer. Oh, it was targeted to Eva. Their keen eyesight and quick thinking. She saw the poster for what it really was.
Plot twist.
1010 divided by 4. Is it 1010 divided by 4?
Probably not. 1010 divided by 4 is just like 40.
Oh wait, no, it's 6.
20.
Oh, it's 1010. Okay. I just thought...
As low as 1010. 10.10 total points. Every detail is deceitful. Those exclamations of Graden may in fact be hints towards a certain something's nature. And that large star, a stand-in for a coordinate plane. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's coordinates. I suck at that.
So 1010 on a coordinate plane. Well, not that it matters anymore. The passcode to that precious pin pad is, after all, being changed as we speak. I wonder what it was. Like, I know 1010 is now coordinates, but I don't know what the actual code is. And there's probably like an answer somewhere on the Discord or something. To quote the words of my parents' parents' parents, the road to freedom must always be paved with obstacles.
Heckin' twisted!
No way! A math equation is totally up Eva's alley.
Oh god.
Eva, she told me you couldn't understand the poster.
Why the long face?
Oh, she did. Oh, she did. That equation is the key to the traitor pork. Handing it over would mean handing the perk over.
Shit.
But getting the perk means she has to kill someone. Come on, that's such a bad perk! So, the traitor perk was Eva's reward for solving the puzzle?
Anybody?
The heck even is the perk? You still haven't explained that yet.
Who? Me?
I assure you, it's a very handy thing to have.
camera.
You see, this traitor perk allows the owner to access the school's security cameras with the tablet. The tablet, of course, being on Ava's person right now.
So what happened? So what would happen to the tablet?
Damn it!
After she got killed, like executed.
So what it was, right? That's such a bad perk!
Yeah.
You access the camera. Like, God, she said he forced you to kill, which means if you got the traitor perk, you had to kill someone. Which means she probably would have died or something.
Yeah, she had no choice. Because
So she solved the puzzle, and as her reward, she was tasked to kill someone or die? That's so rude.
That's so bad. And it was targeted to her
Like,
specifically.
it's not even a reward! Like, good job, you make killing people easier.
Sorry.
What if you're not even planning on murdering someone? Now you just have to do it.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's probably what happened.
God. You accessed the camera in the boiler room, which is how you saw Diana enter. Like, if it was designed in a way that was like, oh, if you solve this, you can get help. And like, that's it, you just get help. But no, you're also forced to commit the first murder? Come on.
That's not a reward, that's just punishment. I thought it was weird Eva couldn't show us the tablet, but I didn't think it was actually wired to the school's cameras.
But then...
Then the reason I saw the security camera's light blinking back in the boiler room...
She was watching.
It's because Eva was watching me?
You don't even get to use the perk for that long because you have to kill someone and they're gonna kill you!
And now she is
making too much sense.
It's only a perk if you really, really planned a murder and if you planned it really well, but the thing is Eva didn't want to kill.
Like, yeah, she was mad, but she didn't say she wanted to murder people.
Eva, how could you negotiate with your kidnapper? Why would you have any reason to trust him?
I had no choice. Oh my god. I either take his deal and give myself a chance to escape, or I would die here with the rest of you.
New OST, I hate this.
You.
New sprite, oh no.
Oh god.
You. Attitude is the reason why we've ended up in this mess. I am having such a bad
Yeah.
connecting. Sorry. My
Yeah.
phone still works. My PC is having issues.
Didn't we promise to get out of here together?
Can you hear me? Is it that laggy?
If you hadn't murdered one of the only people who could have handled the situation, you might have made progress on escaping.
Hang on.
Okay, can you hear me?
No.
Or my voice still like really bad?
Hello. You're back.
And if they were in my position right now, they wouldn't even admit to what they have done.
Graden lagged.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, finally. God, that was such a weird.
Oh god. They'd cry as never and try to guilt you. They wouldn't be honest like me.
Watch.
We love you, Eva. Honest or not, playing Tozu's game is risky. You are trapped in a small space with witnesses everywhere. It's not a gamble you should have taken. Okay, Mr. Pirate.
We had food, we had shelter. All we had left to do was wait for our eventual rescue from this place.
But I...
Stop it!
I would have died first! It was obvious from what was happening with Wolfgang. His constant jeering at me over the few mistakes I've made, while the rest of you followed his lead. If a class trial ever happened with him around, he would have accused me of being the killer even without evidence. And you all would have believed him!
Whoa!
I put my soul into this.
I'm gonna cry.
Shut up!
Because of Wolfgang,
Prepare
I was
my tears.
isolated from everyone else. He turned me into an easy target for murder.
Aww.
And if I was murdered, would the rest of you even bother to find out who killed me? There's no way you would. There's no way anyone would. Damon would. Damon. You're all the worst. I hope you're all not here.
Damon, can we please
Damon
hug
would
her?
have.
Please hug her, please, before she goes.
That's cool, man.
You really let me down.
Even if we
Sorry, I
had-
forgot to do that.
It's okay.
I'll cover up thingy.
Even if we had some rough spots, some of us still tried to get along with you. During the gaming tournament, I was fine with you joining.
You think a few games were enough to forgive everything you did to me?
She was a bully victim, of course she wouldn't
Yeah.
forgive easily.
None of you actually care about me. None of you.
Oh my god, Graden, stop.
I've never been anything to anyone.
Huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Damon? We were with her. Free time events.
Yeah.
Did you not care?
Is it not canon? Is it not canon to the main plot line?
Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna do something important, so we're gonna stay here for a bit.
No, sure,
Hold
Damon
on.
actually cares. He does.
Ah,
Eva said that
I
she trusted Damon, and Damon also trusted her.
you had Damon. He was a goober.
Yeah, he was actually just like you. Is it? It really is the same here as it is out there.
So even if she did live, she felt she would just suffer all over again.
Yeah, because of Wolfgang, like just constantly trying to outcast her identity.
Not this
I'm always the
one.
one that people hated.
Aw, this OST always plays with Eva. I hate it. Cold comfort, I hate you. Can you please hug her?
CG!
No!
I didn't choose this talent. I was just doing what others wanted me to do.
The fact everyone else is colorful
didn't even want
except
her
for
talent.
Eva.
I was the prodigy student the others wanted me to be. I thought I did everything right. But I still kept being judged. Everyone else around me received me, hated me, because they wanted the love I received. Or what they thought was love. And despite all my hard work, the UTP turned me into something I never wanted it to be. Even if I wanted to return to normality, it would be impossible. I'm stuck with this title for life. And now, when I try to become something more than a sad joke, I get hit with the realization that all my efforts were for nothing. I never could be anyone else. I'll never get what I deserve. No.
Girlie, can we hug? But
What she
I
deserved is
cared.
a hug, yeah.
I don't understand.
Eva, I cared about you. I don't get it.
Why?
Eva, why did you frame me?
God.
I cared for you and stood up for you whenever I could.
Don't say that!
I wanted to be your roommate. I wanted to help you.
I don't want to.
It didn't mean anything.
Why?
Aww.
You still agreed with everything Wolfgang said. No matter what he did to me, you kept on supporting him.
Is that why you tried to frame me for his murder?
Yeah, and you deserved it.
No.
Diana let out a sob and nearly fell to her podium.
Diana!
Eloise ran over to
How about
Diana
Damon?
and put an arm around her shoulder.
Oh my
Can
gosh,
you believe that?
She's sad! She's angry!
Why did you... Why do you have to get Wolfgang in front of her? That's so cruel!
She obviously knew what she was doing. Both the cause and time of death were mentioned in the mock trial case. So it stands to reason they would be mentioned here too. When Eva realized that, she tried to leverage it against us. I'm sure receiving that little camera perk made it all too easy to time the murder.
Shut it!
Enough of this bullshit already. So Eva's a privileged little asshole who thinks her life sucks. Who cares?
Fuck you!
You took Wolfgang's wife. The only thing you deserve is some fucking comeuppance.
Sheesh.
Come on.
I doubt she's actually telling the truth. I do not like voicing these two. Murdering someone because
like
they
Winona,
lied
but
about
yeah.
their inoffensive talent? Even she must know how ridiculous that sounds.
How can that be?
Who's Toshiko?
Me, sorry. Sorry. If Eva didn't kill Vulcan because she was scared, then why did she kill him?
Honestly?
Why else but to escape the killing game? I doubt any of us were ever a threat to her. In fact, it was probably the complete opposite.
Shocking.
She thought she was smarter and better than all of us. That's why she thought she could win the class trial.
My thoughts exactly.
Yes, I agree with Winona.
In that case, do you reckon Eva killed Wolfgang because of his ability as a warrior?
She herself admitted she would have suspected her if he was here. Clearly, Wolfgang was the best person to kill if she wanted to escape.
Nope.
And anyway, Eva isn't the only one who's vulnerable. There are people here with even weaker bodies and weaker minds. Anyone who was looking for an easy kill would know to target them first.
Us?
Toshiko. Mark.
Also, Grace. What is up with Grace and Wolfgang? Did she like have a crush on him or something? Like, oh my god. That's like an obsession.
It doesn't matter. Even if no one targeted me, I still would have died first.
How so?
Because of the perk.
Huh?
Here it is.
Toso told me that if I didn't use the perk to murder someone as soon as possible, I was going to die.
What did you say?
Nonsense!
Is this true, Tozu?
Who? Me?
Guilty as charged. Okay, he's no longer my favorite character. He killed Eva.
Toso never told me the number of days I had left. Just that I needed to kill soon. If I didn't kill soon, I'd die.
This isn't fair!
I had to do something! You can't blame me for that! If you were in my shoes, you'd have done all the same!
Worthless.
It's your own fault. You were only in that situation because he took the perk. Not her fault she took the perk. She saw a puzzle and solved it.
She just solved
She
the
didn't know it
puzzle.
would be
She
for
didn't
this.
know what she would
Like,
get.
if they knew what the traitor perk was, then yeah.
But she didn't.
You could fault her for this, but she never knew. She just knew there was a secret, there was a puzzle, she solved it, and now she had to kill someone. That's all she knew.
Toso targeted me with the math puzzle. He offered me the perk when I was at my lowest point. If you guys were approached the same way I was and offered a chance to go home, you would have taken the perk too.
She was so tough. It was right. This is why she kept screaming, "This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
This really
It's
isn't
so not fair."
Stop it!
The other kid.
You're just a bunch of hypocrites. You just want to make me look like the villain so you feel less bad about killing me.
Killing her? That's right. How could I
The
forget?
execution.
If the blockend is uncovered...
Dumbass!
Enough already! I'm sick of talking to this scumbag. Get on with the fucking execution, will you?
No. Fuck.
Alright. The soap opera is entertaining, but I realize it's time to change the channel.
Can we not change the channel?
I mean, not. I want to see Eva. No, please! I want my Eva! You can take her over from me!
No.
Wait, don't tell me you're actually going to.
Hello, I don't know how to say you, I'm so sorry, but this is so evil over, it's true.
All of a sudden, the elevator behind us began to churn alive. The roar of the machinery could be heard from the other side of the doors, raw and loud and rhythmic, like a mechanical symphony.
Rips and it's so evil over.
Do not avert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I hear a lot of the budget went into this.
No, I don't.
What's going on?
I won't believe.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Blood is
Tashika. To the victor of golden spoils. Hail the honorable dead, avenged at last.
I don't deserve this.
She does not deserve this.
Even if you hit me, I don't deserve this.
No one deserves
It's so over. May our charitable justice lie here and humility with these wretched souls.
Don't kill me. This isn't fair. I don't deserve to die. I deserve to live. I deserve to live.
You got this. And stir the hearts and minds of all those bearing witness.
Run, Eva, run. Run for your life.
Run, Eva, don't Kirumi. Ready, everyone? Let the show begin.
I want to live. I deserve to live. I'm
Do it,
going to
Kirumi.
live. I'm
Kirumi, you got this.
You can do this.
We all going to live.
Eva Tojo.
Come on, go!
Run, run, run.
You got this, run.
And now we present.
And now we present.
Oh god. Now for the execution. Oh god.
It's so over. The execution of Eva.
She's running. She's running.
Run, go, run!
Huh? Execution.
Go, Eva.
I
Go,
like
Eva.
those with you.
Run, run, run.
Run!
Oh.
Don't get caught, don't get caught. Just the neck brace. Don't get caught by the neck brace.
There's the neck brace already.
Oh, she's caught.
Oh, no.
As long as it doesn't grab her, she'll be fine. Dodge. Oh, she's caught.
Oh,
She doesn't even get to run. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You got this!
Oh my god.
At least die by being choked out. At least die from being choked out and not the execution.
Oh god. No, 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 no.
She doesn't even get to run. Why would you tease with her running and then have her not run?
Fiery furnace of
affliction.
Fiery furnace of affliction. Ultimate mathlete, Eva Sunaka.
Oh no.
I wanna search that up. Furnace of affliction.
Oh.
Search it up later, after the murder.
Run, run, run. Get up and run.
Run, 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 run.
Toy Story?
Eva, Eva, Eva.
You mean Toy Story?
Run, 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 run.
God, I'm so laggy, I can't even watch the murder!
Oh god.
I can't even see the execution, it's so laggy on my screen. I can't believe Eva Sunaka is being Toy Story.
Oh, oh, oh god.
Run, 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 you got this, run.
Go, Eva, go, Eva, you can do it. No.
Oh, no, 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 no,
no,
no, it's playing, it's playing.
She's gonna get stabbed.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my god, Eva. Oh, Eva. You can do it. You can do it. No, 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 no. No, Eva.
No. Eva, no. You can do it.
No, Eva, you can do it.
Do it. Eva, please.
I don't feel like so sad too.
Kara? Oh wait, it's a puppet. Don't fall for it.
Oh. Wait. What's Kara there?
I don't like how Kara looks like Diana.
Oh. Wait, oh no. Oh.
I can't believe Eva got...
Eva.
close up on Damon. Yeah.
Oh.
God. I think the worst part of this execution is how Kara looks like Diana. She made it to the top at least.
I hate everything.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
My PC chose the worst time to stop working for a second. It was laggy for the first part. As soon as it got to around the furnace, it started working again.
Oh my god.
That was such a bug.
Oh my god.
I love how I'm checking the stream and I'm the only one who has an expression that fits this. Everyone's like so happy to watch this murder happen. You're so happy. What's up with that, huh? Smiley face?
My face is stuck. Excuse you.
Hey, your face is stuck on the smiling. Look at me. I'm serious about this. No more crow. We lost the crow.
My entire body had sea stuff.
We lost the crow.
Couldn't say a single word. All I could do was sit there and stare. I made it a complete and total loss.
Oh god, you're good?
No, I'm crying!
Yeah.
Take your time.
That really did get you, huh?
So that's what punishment entails.
Let me go home, please. Let me go home. Oh god. And you
Goodness, talk about a heated moment.
Oh god.
Wait, did you hear that? Or Ava put
Yeah,
up
I
quite
heard
a
it.
fight? For a second there, she almost had me believing we'd underestimated her. Shut up, Tozy.
Tissue. Okay, didn't.
Moving on.
You're good, you're good,
Just
you're
kidding.
good.
Come on, Tozy, shut up.
I'll be damned.
How can you do this? Forcing these innocent people to kill each other.
I feel like I'm crying because Eva is so relatable to me.
And we love it.
Like, I can relate to her.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Oh,
I just look at it all.
Need I remind you that this is student-on-student warfare?
Get out.
Just shut up already.
Eva, why? You just needed a friend. I could have been the friend you
Oh.
needed. Why did you do this?
I can't believe it.
I think I'm going to be sick. No. No.
Crying so much.
Nashika!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh shit!
I'm totally going to die here, aren't I?
I can't be like this.
No one else is gonna die, you hear? We're all gonna be okay. Come on, repeat after me. I'm here and I'm okay.
But we lost one of our friends. I'm here and I'm okay.
I'm here and I'm okay. This is my reality. The fear of death had already been heavy on my shoulders ever since the killing game was announced. But now it had completely enveloped me. I can't do it. I can't lie to myself again.
Again?
It's all my fault.
I'm not okay. I'm never going to be okay. I could have changed things. I could have saved her. And him, Wolfgang. If I just drag him out of the water, I could have saved him. Why didn't I save him?
Whoa!
Diana, you had no way of knowing what was coming next. He was building a life too. Anyone would have done what you did.
Did he really bring a knife for self-defense?
I mean, you have to bring something.
Usually a comment like that would have gotten a rise out of Grace, but she stayed completely silent. I can't let it end. Wolfgang's kindness. I can't let anyone forget it. Do not play this song!
It's truly...
Ava's not here anymore!
It is how it is.
You're here and you're okay. That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone will remember what Wolfgang did for us.
I've never thought of the lengths my talent can go. The ability to change others' appearances to be the best version of themselves. It's always been someone else who sits in front of the mirror. I've never really put myself in that place.
Diana.
Diana, you okay? I can't say Wolfgang,
This
but
is
at the
not-
very least, maybe I can live for him.
Believe me.
You didn't do anything wrong then.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I can do this. I can fulfill the life he wasn't able to live. Huh?
Oh.
Like a chameleon, I will adapt. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps and continue what he wasn't able to accomplish. I'll become something new.
Tears were running down Diana's face with her expression. Somehow she looked determined. I couldn't understand it. Despite everything she's been through, here she was making some silly vow about continuing Wolfgang's legacy. Acting like she's a hero from a storybook. Hero gonna prove my version of justice is more just than yours. As this girl lost her mind.
Damn it. He's coping.
Wolfgang and Eva, neither of them deserve this. I won't let what happened to them happen to anyone else here.
We won't back down.
For both their sakes, I'll save everyone from the killing game.
That was so cheesy.
She's
I
from
agree with
Hope's
David
Peak.
here.
I mean, her school symbol
I agree
is
with David here. That was so weird.
so cheesy. And she's, but I
That was so
understand.
cheesy.
She's from Hope's Peak
I
after
understand
all.
why she did it, but it was so cheesy. Like that.
She's from Hope's Peak. She's gonna be the next ultimate Hope.
You've got to be kidding me.
Take this
Can't wait for her to
seriously,
die
will
next
you?
chapter.
What?
That was kind of
Let's
embarrassing.
continue, Liz.
It seems your peers aren't much in the mood for heroic monologues.
Moving
Let
on.
her cope, guys. Let her say her
Anyhow,
thing.
it's been a long day. The crime scene has already been cleaned up. Unless you have any further questions for me, you're all free to return to your dorms.
Maybe
Oh.
the report card doesn't say she's deceased. She's not dead, guys! See? She's not dead!
She's still alive, guys.
Yeah, she's
Trust
alive.
us.
Trust us. Like,
Again,
look,
it's a
see?
dream.
Look, Wolfgang is deceased. But not Eva. She's still alive, guys.
Yeah,
She's
this is
still
just
alive.
a dream, guys.
We're gonna wake
We
up
just need
and
to wake up.
wake up and none of this happened.
Wake up and face the truth. The truth that Iwa Tsunaga is not dead. Fuck.
So, any further questions?
Get lost.
Ingrates.
Ah, where have I heard one? Huh? Where have I heard that one before? In all seriousness, I'll take that as a no.
Good evening.
She's cooking
Until
in the
next time,
oven of
everybody.
Starbucks.
Or like next year.
More like next year.
True. Just like last time, Tozu walked over to the throne.
Isn't this lovely?
By the way, you're safe to ride the elevator back up. We've set it back to its default mode. What you glimpsed before was simply its punishment mode.
On that ominous note, he was nowhere underground. Hey guys, should we just go back to our rooms?
Let's not be alone, to be honest. Let's just hug. Let's not go.
Aye, it's about time we drew this day to a close. Good idea.
People silently made their way to the elevator, horror and despair etched on their faces. It was clear today's events would not be easily forgotten. And then there was me. Everything I'd been ruminating over, the devastating images which had been plaguing my mind. Wolfgang's murder. The trial. Eva, dying right in front of me, swallowed by a pit of fire. It had all retreated to the corners of my mind. The only thing I could focus now were those 5 words. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps. Hearing those words come out of Diana after everything that's happened. Seeing her raise her chin and act so tall and proud, just like Wolfgang once did. It pissed me off.
Yeah, I can see
did.
why.
Yeah. Same. But that didn't really make me angry. It was more like, come on, that's so insensitive.
She's not here anymore!
No, they're not gone,
They're
guys. They're not gone. They just went to a restroom.
They went
They'll
to
be
Ham
back,
Ham
I
Ham
promise.
They continued.
Man, my hands are shaking. And Demons in the in one band. Yeah.
Just.
So,
Lisa.
what the heck?
That was the chapter! I missed a lot of that.
That was the first time I cried on like
I almost cried
on this channel or on YouTube in general. That's the first time I cried.
I'm surprised I'm so casual about this. Honestly,
I'm the one who cried over her.
I agree with David on the Diana bit though. So
Diana was being cringe. I'm sorry.
This is such a fangirl run. It was such a good one. This feels like an official work. That's how good it is.
Yeah, it's so good. Also, Diana, you're cringe.
Absolutely.
I love you, but you're crazy. What is
Like you could have chosen a way better moment to start bragging about how you're gonna carry on their legacy. So rude.
Hippie. Someone asked, what is Danganronpa?
What?
Oh no. It's not a question.
What a Danganronpa? Not what is a Danganronpa? Why would they be here?
Oh,
That was a chapter.
That was a chapter.
Any thoughts you'd like to raise?
I'm sad.
I have because unfortunately I forgot I was following the Ulysses Wilhelm tag on Tumblr. There were theories of Ulysses being chapter 2 victim or killer.
Oh god.
That's from what I've heard.
The historian being the second murderer.
And then I've also seen what do you call this? The Kai becomes the protagonist and Damon dies. I've seen those too.
Damon dies.
I feel like Kai becoming the protagonist is kind of
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think he has the capabilities for it.
Yeah, also just feels like it'll be out of place. Like, if it's with, like, in V3, it sort of makes sense because, yeah, the story kind of makes it so that maybe it forces the hand, basically. In this one, it doesn't feel like it's deserved. Unless they can make it feel deserved. I don't know. There's no after credit. It just ends.
I know that I have a feeling that it's not gonna be Jet. It's not gonna be Jean. It's not gonna be Eloise. It's not gonna be Desmond. It's not gonna be Mark. They just didn't have enough screen time. And I love how everyone became wrong because like I
chapter
remember
2 could be the moment they have tons of screen time and then suddenly they lose all of it because they die.
True.
What better way to give us better way to give a character screen time than killing them?
So this is basically just the birth of an antagonist.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's not an antagonist. He's the
No, antagonist role in
true.
Danganronpa.
Yeah, antagonist role. He's not really a antagonist.
I predict Eloise to be like Mikan.
Yeah, cause it's like, even Damon trusted Eva, and she's the one acting like, oh, I'm gonna carry on their legacy for them. Like, come on. It feels, it's very prideful. That's what I'm saying.
It feels
like it sounds virtuous, but it makes her sound
selfish. It feels selfish.
Like, yeah, she's not wrong. You can carry on your legacy for them, but the way she phrases it makes it sound like she's gonna carry the burden for everyone. Just, I can totally feel where Damon's coming. But, you know, no other comments other than that.
I really have no idea who would die next.
What a stream. How are we gonna end this?
We need to say goodbye, have fun, and don't die.
Yes. Or I can.
Please don't die.
What if I
it would
switch
be really
to
sad.
a different game? Let's play Olympus Company. Just kidding. No, I'm gonna end
Let's
it.
play Pachinko.
Oh my! Oh wow!
No more
Oh
Pachinko.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's play
Pachinko,
Pachinko. Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah. Let's go.
You can rewind the save, pretend none of this happened, and then, do you still have a save from before the thing so we can do the free time
Yes,
event?
I did.
Yay!
We'll have to do them later though, I'll have to go.
No, we're gonna play Pachinko.
Okay, play some Pachinko. This is gonna be the stream from now on. We're just gonna play a bit for Pachinko, and then maybe do the free time events.
Or
Maybe?
Wait,
How
let
long
me double check.
are we going to?
Look, he's still alive. Look, she's still alive,
Oh.
guys. They're still alive.
Looking forward.
Alright, you know what? I can't pretend anymore.
Okay.
I really wanna clean myself up. So, when are we gonna do this again? In next 2 years. Alright. Bye then.